What is Kiva up to right now?
Kiva seems to have bought some basic food items back to the ship because, as you know, everything became rotten. So she has a few sacks of fruit and some bread items. And she's organizing them on top deck before she brings them down to the galley or whatever you call it.
You need some help with those?
She nods and welcomes you over to help her bring the stuff down. It does look somewhat cumbersome, even for her strong build. She's a little taller than you, actually, and has a pretty strong build, as I said.
How tall is she?
How tall are you? How about that?
I am
Don't
six
tell
foot
me.
one.
6'1", okay. Okay, she's about the same height as you, 6'1". Pretty tall for a woman in my homebrew world.
Well, trust me, if you see some people in a stone... Oh wait, this is New World. Never mind, the stone is still IRL. Yeah, I guess I'll help her. Bring
Okay.
the stuff down to the galley, maybe help her organize a bit.
Instead of dragging the whole map over, we'll just say that you're down in the galley with her right now. So she asks you how your time in Heldren has been so far.
Interesting. Did some quick business here and there. Nothing shady, don't worry.
Why would it be shady? She says.
Well, I do have a background of thieving and stuff like that, so I didn't want to get any wrong ideas.
She gives you a disapproving look as you recall that she is indeed a paladin who abides by just about every law.
Why do you have that look for? Did I say something bad?
Going down a path like that will lead you to no good, Joseph. You should know better, she says.
Joseph's face kinda turns me serious. Well, I didn't choose this life, but these were the skills and knowledges I was taught. And I've used them so far to survive. I do not use then he looks back down and does some stuff. He says, I didn't choose a criminal path
I'm
for
back.
money, greed or stuff like that. And to be honest, I do not use these skills, especially for thieving, with light ideas. But like, I don't take using these skills lightly.
You sound like you're rationalizing just like my husband Standal. And now look at him. He's running from every city's guard with our son Destin, and I will not rest until I find him and save our son from his evil ways. Don't turn out like Standal.
We will see where fate takes us. Tell me, what are you doing after this?
I normally don't get seasick, but I've been kind of sick of sitting around the ship, thinking of maybe roaming around some of the halfling farms and seeing how those folk are doing. It would be nice to spend some time with some honest, hard-working folk.
Damn.
Joseph's brow comes up. Do you know? Honestly, I was having the same idea, especially what happened along our group. I don't really want to show my face at right now, and honestly, I think some halfling farmlands would be a good quiet place for me to do some thinking.
Shall we take 2 horses or 1?
Well, I do plan on taking some things with me on a packpack, so I don't know if it would be comfortable for you either to sit behind me or in front of me with your armor. She's wearing armor, correct?
She is. Her shield is on her back, and she has a mace dangling from her belt. She's not wearing a helmet. She normally does not wear the helmet. She doesn't like the way it hinders her view. So she helps you bring 2 of the horses top deck and onto the docks after you sort the food out. And we're going to swing back to the rest of the party now that Lorian's back. Well, did you have a question, Joseph, before we do that?
Before they do that, he says that let me just get some things from my room, and I guess I'll just take some stuff with me, including the necrotic box.
So Joseph, while we go to the other cell with the group, you uncheck anything that you're leaving in the ship and keep anything that you're taking with you checked on your inventory sheet. You take a look at that, okay?
Yes.
All right. So we're back here. Anybody who wants to drag their tokens on here. I know Sylvia, you're getting used to roll 20. Give it a try for me. Put your token on here. And all of you can make a perception roll here. All of you who are here. Obviously not Joseph. And Medicine's not here yet either. There's Lorian, there's Rollhall, there's Yvonne. Very good. Rollhall rolling a 12 nature.
I was going to consider, perhaps it's medicine actually, but consider where I might find some shrooms or other hallucinogenic.
Rollhall's lost the plot. He just wants to go tripping.
How do you put your token on him?
If only Rollhall was there in the monk, the terraces of quietude with the monks and the hallucinogens. That was a trip.
Oh my god, yeah.
that was a trip. Anyway, he missed that quest.
Mm-hmm.
Rollhall, you do find some mushrooms here. I forget what they are because in real life my horticulture is terrible. I know Sylvia has a degree in horticulture, so maybe she can help me.
Psilocybin?
Mushrooms are not plants.
That is true. They are living organisms. They you find
they're plants. They're fungus.
They are their own phyli. Yep. I think they're called phyli in English.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why they're so weird.
Phyla, yeah.
But you find only about two different species here, and neither of them are hallucinogens. They're just, one of them is just a mild irritant to the stomach, and one is just edible with no flavor. I can't give you cool names for the mushrooms. I'm sorry.
So turkey tails are edible. Probably just a generic toadstool would be stomach upsetting as long as it's not a destroying angel.
Yep. There you go.
We're all nerds here, Steve. Don't even try to pass over what kind of organism a mushroom is, because we'll.
What were they?
We'll actually you. We will.
I mean, it could be a homebrew mushroom, Ev, just like the ice table mushrooms. So slow your roll.
Could you write it to me?
Well, yeah, but it's still a fungus.
You don't know that. Could be like a fungus Pokemon type thing. You never know.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you should invite mushrooms to parties.
Yvonne, you need to roll for perception.
Because they're a fun guy to be with.
Fun guy.
As soon as we started talking about mushrooms, I already had that joke running through my head. I just didn't drop that
Thank
joke.
you.
Because I'll be honest with you, I forgot the setup. for the joke.
You've got the license, though. You've got a child. You have to get on these dad jokes, Steve.
Oh,
It's
I'm
gonna be-
Yeah,
about
for
the
real.
dad
Man.
jokes.
Step up your game.
Yeah, those are rookie numbers, man. You got to pump those.
We all love you, Steve. Nothing but love.
I know. I need to work on my pun game.
No. Anyway, so
Two peanuts walked down the street. One was assaulted. Hey, there you go.
You have mushroom for improvement.
16 perception, the highest in the entire party here. So I will say that all of you see that there are some remnants of warforged bodies. Actually, all of you roll history as well, please. I know there's a lot of rolls, but it's got to be done. It's D&D. And so, wow, Lorian with a 28, and you're from a learned background. My goodness. So, Lorian, you know that the Orc Wars, as I mentioned earlier, have raged here for decades, and they've spanned over half of this continent. Not the whole thing, but left behind were many warforged that have been destroyed in the conflict, and the orcs and the other quote-unquote uncivilized races were pushed back to the southeast. And so lots of these remnants are destroyed. Lots of these old keeps have been, in lots of battles. And so what you're seeing here, and even with Rollhall's 12 of nature, can see that these ruins and these warforged bodies have both been looted and left to nature's wrath to just be covered by ivy and moss. However, Yvonne's roll, and Jinyo knows this as well, actually more than all of you, even more than Lorian's 28, because Jinyo is from the southeast of this continent and has seen some of it even when he was younger. Yvonne does notice a particularly nice looking arm on one of the Warforged that might be a pretty good fit. If you'd like to make an investigation roll on that arm, Yvonne, you might find something suitable.
Working arm, maybe that moves by itself.
I don't want to get too eager because I think somebody did put in money for getting me a new arm crafted in town.
Yes, Giva did put in money for, as far as you know, an iron arm that the blacksmith is going to craft for you. It should be ready in about 2 days.
Yeah,
The
but
arm,
a warforged arm.
So the arm that you find on one of the warforged that has also been looted and just left to nature's wrath. Whoever looted this warforged must not have noticed that the arm has some magic to it, and it is a good fit for your missing arm there. So
If you don't take it, I'll cut off my arm and take it.
so you don't know what magic it has, but it is magical, and you can actually put it on and use it for now. It is mechanical, it does operate, but it has more magic to it than just that, and you don't know what else to make of it.
Okay. Well, if we're about to get into a scrap, 2 arms are better than 1, so...
You can use bows
I
now
guess
at least.
temporarily, yeah. She'll detach it from the warforged and sit down and kind of hook it up to her shoulder.
So, Lorraine, you notice this while she's doing that. Can you make an Arcana roll, please?
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as my character sheet is found in this pile. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. You're getting some good rolls today. I'm going to have to give this one to you. So, you know that this arm has the magic of spell absorption with 3 slots, which means if someone targets you directly with a spell, and if you react quick enough, you can absorb that spell into one of the 3 slots of that arm and recast it whenever you wish.
I'm gonna tell her that. I'm gonna tell her that.
Yvonne now knows what that does.
Yes.
So in your inventory you can write, and someone can help you with how to write in your inventory, just write arm of spell absorption. That's what we're going to call it. And put parentheses 3. It means it has 3 slots.
Now, does there need to be any kind of a spell to make that arm interface with her body and mind so that she can move it and use it like a normal arm?
So the Warforged in my world are powered by certain gnomish tech and crystals, and so this arm still has a very tiny crystal in it. Don't worry, it's not an otherworldly crystal. It's not going to change your gender. It's a different type of crystal from this plane of existence. That's how some of the gnomish technology works in my world. That's how the airships work, and not the cannons, not the guns, but the airships and certain Warforged technology.
Can I search some of the other Warforged bodies around to see if there are any more of those little power crystals that I can give to her as backups?
Definitely. Make an investigation roll for the whole area here.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah.
25 is pretty good, and even with a 25, you find only one of them. They're tiny, they're small, they're like as big as a AA, and they're blue. So you find one small blue one in a leg of one of them, and that's all. And you're able to easily remove it with a little force and with one of your tools or weapons.
All right, I'm gonna give it to her. Hold on to this, darling, just in case that one craps out.
Thank you.
It powers the arm. Well, this one powered a leg, so, you know, extra oomph.
We'll certainly give it a kick.
Yes. I was thinking of that, but I couldn't come up with anything clever to say, so... There you go. Alright.
Okay. So there is not much else to see here. I'm going to help you streamline that without you turning over every rock. That is pretty much what you have here. So that was already about 2 hours of the journey to make it this far. You're going to go another hour and a half to 2 hours in the same direction if all of you are well enough. You are getting hungry, some of you. I don't know if some of you have rations. I know Rohal can produce good berries. How would you like to sort
I already have good
out?
berries.
How would you like to sort out the group's hunger? Does everyone want good berries? Does anybody want to eat their rations? Does anyone want to go hunting? What do you do to solve the problem?
I'll take a good berry.
Bury me.
Good berries are fine.
You already got a good berry.
Oh, do I? Oh,
I flick what? I flick one to Yvonne and one to Lorian.
I didn't add it to my inventory, but I'll eat the one.
No. You already munched it
Oh, okay.
last session.
It lasts an entire day,
Yeah.
so you won't be hungry for the rest of the day.
What happens if you? I don't remember. What happens if you eat like several of them?
You gain, I think, one hit point.
Stacks. Yeah, it's
per
1 hit
berry.
point each. Yeah, 1 hit point per berry. But it just keeps your hunger satiated from the start again. Resets your
Okay, so
hunger.
you won't. Okay, all right. It just resets. All right.
As far as I know, I'm gonna have to look that up. But.
Quickly, boys, eat 900 berries will be good for years.
Well, I mean, no,
You
it resets it. It doesn't
Yeah,
stack,
it holds for
right?
24 hours, basically.
Yeah. 24 hours from the last berry you ate. It doesn't stack.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
that's good.
Um,
That's
I'm-
really funny.
So Joseph, I'm not going to fuck around with maps at the moment, but you're riding with Giva for a good 3 hours at this point. You've made
Subway.
it through some halfling farmland. Most of the halflings were either extremely busy working the fields, all short crops, or have just not been really visible. Like it's been very quiet farmland that you've been passing through.
Any conversation that she strikes?
Actually, no. It's not a surprise to you that you two do not have a whole lot in common, but she finds some quiet solace in the fact that there's a traveling partner with her there. I would like you to make a perception roll, though, Joseph.
Okay. I was about to ask, would she feel... so we do perception, okay. Would she feel
Oh,
the box
shit.
in her backpack? Oh, fuck.
No. I'm sorry. I'm
Is
sorry.
everything okay?
Yeah, my cat is making I'm gonna throw up sounds and he was on my rug.
Oh, you handle that. You handle that.
No, sorry. No, I
It's
gotta
always
chase
on the
him out.
rug.
Yeah.
Joseph, you can't tell with that perception roll if she's keeping an eye on you or not, but you do feel that the chest is sort of pushing on your back, in your pack, in a certain direction, if that makes sense. It's a little alarming to you at first, but you can feel that the chest itself is almost guiding you in a certain direction.
But which way would that be?
To the southeast.
Hey, let's see what's over there. So wait, how far are we already down to southwest?
So, since you've been on flat ground, as opposed to the rest of the party who have been going over some hills and forests, you have gone a little bit further in the same amount of time. You've gone about 5 to 6 miles, maybe more, whereas the rest of the party has only gone about 3 miles because the terrain is a lot more difficult. And they're going east and you're going southeast for the most part.
So to which side is Jiva from me?
She's in front of you.
In front of you. Joseph kind of looks to the direction where the box seems to be pushing. Anything stick to my eyes? In the distance?
No, you do see that there are more woods in that direction, though. You're heading toward a bunch of evergreens.
And I guess this sparks the memory of the merchant saying that there are woods there and that there are orcs, right?
He never said orcs.
Oh,
He
sorry,
said
troll.
there were some legends of trolls, perhaps giants, and also lots of abandoned areas and things like that. Back
I
to the
guess-
party, everyone can place their tokens somewhere here. I don't know if you can see my pinging, it's a big map. It might take you all a moment to load, actually. So, again, those of you who wish can make a perception roll here. And we're in grassland now, Rose. I'm telling you that because that is your druidic circle. I forget what benefits you get from that, but it is grassland. I'll turn down the audio to the loud. It's windy here.
I didn't know I actually got.
I
benefits
think it
from
might help with like foraging for food and shit. It may be other things. I haven't looked it up in like ages, but I think you get a little something like that.
Oh, I'll take a look. Just a moment.
Lorian with an 18 perception. Look at that with those keen elven eyes. Look at that.
Yeah.
So
Melvin, I see.
let me see if I can turn
Fuckery.
down. How can I turn down some of these? These nameplates are so goddamn big. I want to turn them down here.
I don't see any nameplates, so I don't know how to...
No, like you guys, like Lorian, Rohal, at the bottom of the screen. I know there's a slider for that. I just want to.
Is this map Joseph's map or our map?
This is your map. You're here. Medicine, you are actually here too. Let me give your token. You're marching with...
Yeah, I thought I looked like one of those soldiers.
Yes.
No,
You are one of the company of the Black Banner. And I'm going to actually put you right here. I'm pinging you now. That's your token. And I'm going to make it so you can control that. I'll let
I still
Jane-
can't see my card, by the way.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
That's super weird. Oh, I know why. I fucked up. Let me fix it for you. Actually, you should be able to see it. Oh, I know why. It's not in your journal. Hang on. I gotta fix that right now. Sorry, I thought you had it this whole time. There we go. Now you should have it.
Cool.
So you're actually one of the members of the company of the Black Banner. I'm going to give you a little background for your own sake, so you know what you're playing and what's going on. So you guys are indeed mercenaries for hire that often do the dirty work that larger militaries, knights, or nations don't want to deal with. They don't. Certain trading companies might need to set up a trading post or a trading route, and there might be a group of people, and you guys literally go in and genocide them. Things like that. You're fairly new to the company, and you don't agree with their ways entirely. You feel very uncomfortable with what they do, and secretly you're kind of looking for a way out. You feel that what they do is a little too harsh even for you, and you have dabbled in the midnight powder. You do have some, but a lot of these guys are much more veteran than you, and you can see that it really wears upon them. They start to get more hooked on the midnight powder than the coin that they're being paid for their jobs, and it's to the point where they're almost working just to get that high, to get more of the midnight powder. They use the midnight powder before going into raids, before ravaging villages, before leveling the land. They use it to hype them in battle. It makes them move faster. And when you come down from it, it can actually harm you. You can actually lose HP when you're coming down from it. And it lasts for only about 10 minutes, the rush you get from it. Yeah, so that's what you need to know for now. You also have a heavy crossbow. You have, I think it's a great axe. I can't remember. It's in your inventory. But you have a few weapons there, a few basic
So you
weapons.
click that magnifier in the top right faster, then I'll be able to see it a bit better and I can go through it with you.
And the rest of you made rolls. All of you rolled high enough to see an entire battalion of men marching across this grassland. It's a rocky grassland.
Oh, fuck.
And you...
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought I said roll there, my bad. Let's see what yours sees with your keen elven eyes. It's not a D&D session until I say that.
Are they taking the hobbits to Isengard over there, though?
Moist.
23. So you got the highest roll. Yeah, so you can see that there are some more lightly geared people that are carrying these black boxes. You don't know what those are. You see these soldiers marching, and the guys with the black boxes also have like scrolls and things. They seem to be maybe assistants or guides, things like that, that handle more of the paperwork of what they do. The other guys are kind of like shock troopers. They look pretty intimidating. In fact, I have an image I almost forgot to share with you guys. Here we go. So some of them look a bit ragtag. They don't all have the exact same armor. In fact, you also see with that incredibly high roll that some of their gear appears to be from a mixed variety of cultures and peoples and races, which you think is starting to come together and maybe is making sense from what you heard Dav the Defiant tell you. And maybe some of those things that they have are from people that they have wiped and genocided. And they use some of the weapons from the armies that they've conquered.
That's a no-go.
I'm going to try and... Do I see the... Yeah, I'm going to try and hide. But like here. Do I have to make a roll for that, or...?
Yeah, make a stealth roll, man. Definitely.
Okay.
And medicine, you actually see these guys already. And, yeah, I'm trying to remember your name. Your name was Thawbake. Yeah, and you see these guys already down here.
Yeah, 26.
They do seem... This group of adventurers, you see about 4 of them, seem to be a bit out of place, and they seem to be a bit ragtag. You know, you see an elf wearing some green garb and wearing a bow. You see a pretty tall elven woman wearing some fine robes. You see a half-orc wearing studded leather armor and a green cloak. And you see a fairly pale, beautiful woman with dark features and a metallic shining arm shining in the light.
I guess I can start walking over to them.
Sure thing.
Is my company gonna turn around and say, "What the fuck you doing?"
You see one of these guys here, and you know that these guys are kind of they're basically inquisitors, and one of them yells at you, "Where are you going?"
fuck this. Can't be bothered to stick with this company anymore.
Take a walk, take a piss, and make your way back, he says.
Right. So I can move down behind a rock, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Sorry, I was moving for you, but you got it.
Move down behind there.
I do think if the elves mentioned to Yvonne that there's people up ahead, she would probably take some dirt or mud off the ground and kind of rub it over the arm to prevent, the sunlight catching and glinting and drawing attention to them.
You do so successfully. Good job. Yeah, that's the one bit of you that really shines a lot more than the rest of you, aside from any blades you may have.
Those are probably sheathed at the moment, so the arm glinting that she's concerned about.
Roll Hall, you had a 23 perception. You also see somebody with a different figure coming from the southwest of your position, in the distance, walking directly toward your group. It appears to be somewhat of a slender individual without heavy armor, who is just walking in a straight line across these vast grasslands, which span for at least 2 miles in every direction. So it's very unusual that this person is walking toward you.
Can I load my doubloon blaster with a platinum, please?
I
Not draw it or anything.
make Yvonne and Larian invisible, and I decide to move back and hide.
Okay, make it.
I suppose stealth.
Make a stealth roll, yeah.
Invisible. I'm invisible, huh?
Invisibility. They're both invisible for an hour unless they attack or get spell ends if the target that attacks or casts a spell. Yeah.
Medicine. Make a perception roll, and
Yeah,
you can help him with that.
They're invisible. I'm hiding, so I'm supposed to stealth roll, but I'm not actively. Like it's. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just go for not my greatest, but
You are seen by Medicine. The others, well, I need to see Medicine's perception roll, and maybe you can help him with that trigger.
How does this affect the situation?
Oh, you'll see.
Steve?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Sorry, am I on push to talk still? My gosh. I thought I
Yeah,
went
we
back to
have-
voice activity. I'm sorry. I was saying that Medicine still sees you. You're not hidden from Medicine, and I'm waiting for him to do a perception roll, and maybe a trigger can help him with that. I'm so sorry. I forgot I was not on push
So
to talk.
if you just click perception, and it'll roll it. There you go. 18.
Well,
So how do I take the platinum off my character sheet if I've loaded it into my doubloon blaster? I'm sure I don't get that back. I can't take it back out, right?
Once you shoot it, it's gone.
So I can just leave the 2 as it is then until I fire it.
I'm gonna let you be responsible for making sure you erase it once you shoot it.
Yeah,
And I'll be honest with you, you gotta be on top of the stats for that weapon, because I would need to be
Yeah,
able
they're
to
in my
find
journal.
it. Okay, good,
I've
because
got-
I have so much shit going on here. So his roll was an 18. Wow, that's pretty good. So Medicine, you see the half orc move behind a rock somewhere, but you're not sure where it went. He went.
You're still not projecting, Steve.
Am I not projecting?
No,
I
It
can
was
hear
a-
you, but
there was a long pause there for me.
That's weird. Maybe it was lagging. The two women
I
that you
heard
saw, completely vanished. You're not sure what caused that. But you do see the other elf hiding behind a rock here. He's quite visible.
Nice.
say it.
he's like behind a knee-high rock.
Walk over.
I just stand here like an idiot, like, hi.
Alright,
As he walks over, can I move here?
Sure.
Stealth roll.
Sure. You're still stealthed.
Okay, so I don't have to roll again then.
No, you don't. You're doing an exceptional job at hiding.
So, hi there.
Yo, what you doing?
I'm actually looking for.
Here we go again.
What are you eating again?
I'm actually looking for some hallucinogenics.
God damn it. To be real with you, I am actually looking for gathering mushrooms and supplies, and I saw your company over there. I don't want to, engage with you in a hostile manner. Like, who are you?
As far as I know, I'm part of the fucking Black Banner, is it? But I fucking don't like what they're doing, mate. It's just ruthless,
Alright.
brutal, and they get us hooked on fucking midnight powder, and that shit's nasty.
Speaking of which, okay, yeah, no, very well. That is interesting.
I actually have some midnight powder if you want it. I don't want it now.
Well, I was gonna more consider doing one of these, seeing 14.
14. Oh, that's pretty good. So you think, especially after he offered you the midnight powder, the fact that a black company of the Black Banner is offering you his midnight powder is definitely a sign that he's genuine, because normally, from what you've heard, these guys would not want to give that up. They hold on to it for dear life. So you trust
Okay, I
him.
gotcha. All right.
Do you want it?
So, yeah, I mean, we can take that soon, because the fellas over there, they seem quite very unsavory, so perhaps we want to...
Can I see what the
take a little
platoon are
step
doing?
back.
So are they still walking?
They're marching, but a few of them are actually looking to see where their companion went. And they see that he's doing something over here, but they don't really care too much. They just seem to be focused on moving forward.
So now for the ultimate reveal, can I pull out the doubloon blaster, walk around the corner, and sort of essentially strong arm everybody over here?
How so? What are you going to say?
I'm just going to be like, right, let's keep this moving so we don't cause a big scene, and we can hide away from these unsavory types in a nonchalant sort of, I don't really want to shoot anyone way.
So as you say that, before anybody can respond, the person that Rollhall saw approaching is now visible to all of you who are not invisible. Well, everyone can see this guy. And this is who you see.
Wait.
No,
Wait, what?
on my gun at you.
Oh,
Fucking
Hang on.
Durinar?
Hold on. Now we're going to Joseph. Joseph, Joseph, as you're riding on your
Cliffhanger.
horse, you see that the forest that you're approaching, and this is without even making a roll, you see that the forest that you're approaching is quite thick, but as you hit the tree line, you notice that carved in the wood on some of the trees, very subtle that you couldn't see from far away, are the shape of skulls. Do you know something that you have that reminds you of that?
oh shit! There was one thing I wanted to ask first.
Go ahead.
I wanted to do this, that I kind of turn my horse away as if to look back where we came. And with that, I wanted to test if the box is just pressing against my back or actually is pointing somewhere.
The closer you enter this forest, the more it's pushing on your back, indicating that perhaps it wants to go in that direction.
Okay. As I am with the, so me and Gina are just going in there. She didn't ask any questions.
No, she's not asking any questions. You've noticed that throughout your adventures with her, she doesn't show fear too often, even when battling the sea serpent. She was right front and center battling with her full force. It takes a lot to really stir her. She's got a lot of that Wisdom.
Joseph kind of like speeds up her horse and comes next to her. So this forest is really thick. Is it like dark woods and like covered sky? So can we see the sky still, or is it like total coverage of the trees?
It's not total coverage. It's thick, but it's not total coverage.
Do I feel something here besides the box?
You feel that the box is pushing much harder on your back in a certain direction in the woods.
But can I roll something to see if I feel anything else?
No, I'm telling you what you're feeling. There's not really a roll for that,
Okay.
unless you wanted to use your sight or sound or something like that. But there's nothing other than the box pushing you in a certain direction in these woods, in these thick woods with the skulls carved into the trunks of the trees.
So I say that oh.
No, go on.
So as I'm next to Jiva, then Jiva is stoic. Nothing I can read from her, right?
Correct. She's quite stoic.
Can I try to do insight on her?
Yes, you can.
That's a nat 1, so no.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You have no idea.
I'm too focused on the. So interesting woods, aren't they? He just kind of looks around.
She nods without saying a word.
Do you feel anything here?
She looks back at you and looks you up and down suspiciously. Look, I'm not
What?
interested. I'm not interested in humans, okay? If you're trying to be romantic, this is not the place for it, Joseph.
A little bit of like a weirded out face comes on Joseph. Well, you definitely got the wrong idea there, love.
Good, she says.
I'm serious. He kind of looks back. Well, okay, I'll trust your paladin instincts, and I guess I pull my horse back again and fall in line behind her.
Back to the others. Rohal, your hand is burning much more than it was before. You don't feel that it has anything to do with Diurnor Cromwell, but it is burning indeed. Medicine has a gun to his head. Two of you are invisible. One of you is hiding poorly with your hand burning.
Well, as soon as
And-
the other guy pulled up, I've taken the gun off of Medicine and pointed it at the other guy. Just because I don't know who this guy is and he's new to the situation. You know, like classic movie style.
Do I know who he is?
Do I know who he is?
Yeah, we've talked about Dirinor.
Let me think if Rohal was in the party at the time. My memory is really being wound up now.
I won't know who he is, right?
Even
Well-
Joseph has heard the name Dirinor Cromwell.
So you guys know him. You all know him by description, but you don't know him. You've never met him. Lorian knows him and met him. It is her uncle. I'm trying to remember if Rohal was part of the party at the time.
I know that I've told everybody the story,
Rohal was not part of the party at the time. No, he wasn't. Oh, wait a second. Yvonne was not there either. She was there, but not there. She was in the party, but not there. Okay, yeah, so I think Lorian's the only one who knows him by sight.
Oh my god. I don't know if I'm in the right headspace to deal with this tonight, Steve.
That's too bad.
I'm trying.
That's what D&D does to you.
I'm tired. I'm always tired. Oh, fuck. I have Durinor's kid in a hat. Well, a crown. Basically. I have the soul of his baby. Don't I? Of his daughter?
I'm going to give everyone a really quick background because they should know this in character. So Dirinor Cromwell kept trying to convince Lorien to help her with his mission to raise awareness and faith in Ganador because a long time ago a red dragon killed his wife and toddler daughter and then killed him. Ganador brought him back to life with the promise to bring back his daughter if only he were to help bring Ganador into this world. And so that is the dilemma. And the whole big thing about the rift was, and the necromancer there, which was his brother, was that Lorien was able to actually bring back his daughter without having him to bend the knee to Ganador. And so she has the circlet of which His daughter is trapped with him. Right here.
Okay. Alright, well, guess we're
doing this.
doing this, yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, does Durnor say
Well,
anything? I'm still
initially-
invisible.
You guys are still invisible. Initially, I guess I'm like, hey, it's getting crowded here. who are you?
So you see before you a fairly tall drow, which is rare in the realm. Not unseen, but very rare. And he is holding a very long scimitar and has another scimitar sheathed on his other side. He is wearing fairly light scale mail with a bit of a red cloak on the back. And you see that part of his armor and skin is actually moving. And you're not sure what it is you're seeing. But it's as if the armor itself or something on it is translucent and moving over him. Constantly moving. And he looks at each one of you, and he only sees 3 of you. And then he speaks.
I am looking for your party member, Lorien. My niece. She has something that I need. She has 2 things that I need.
Okay. When did you see her last? Because, I mean, she's back at the ship. Last time we engaged with her, at least.
I see that one of you is pointing your gnomish weapon at me, and I don't think you understand what you're dealing with. The magics that I use have surveilled you for quite some time. You do not want to shoot at me or try to best me in a duel. I'm here to simply take what is mine, and I need it from my niece now. She is the only one here who can understand the gibbering laughter that is in my head. It is the same gibbering laughter that is in her head too.
Okay. Do I hear any gibbering laughter in my head? Do I see any pink crystals on Durnor that are visible?
Make an investigation roll.
Investigation.
27. Ooh, that's a 27, ladies and gentlemen. What is it with your rolls today?
I don't
So-
know.
So
Setting
with
me
the
up for failure, probably.
with the 27, you also see a few more details that haven't been seen yet. You see that he is also wearing several different types of ornaments and jewelry made from all different kinds of dragon bones, which then sparks a memory of the ritual of the dragons that requires 7 different skulls. You know that he's been slaying dragons. He's been slaying dragons. You know that he hasn't slayed all the dragons. You've come across a black dragon on your journey. You know that there are still other dragons out there. You know that he might want to slay more dragons. You know that you have the Orb of the Dragon kind. You also see that the stuff that is moving and going over his skin and his armor appears to be a slime.
Oh,
A sentient slime. And you know that Gonador is the Lord of Slimes. You believe that he has a living armor that can move and adjust as accordingly in combat to perhaps catch things, to block things, to support weakened armor.
Remind me, Steve, what the ritual of the dragons is supposed to accomplish again.
Most importantly, you don't see any of the pink crystals. You have some of the paperwork that you found in the destroyed Belmore Keep. You learned that there is a ritual. You don't know everything about it, but a ritual that requires 7 dragon skulls. You know that Durnor killed an adult red dragon as revenge. Gonador granted him the revenge of killing the red dragon. You know that you and your party killed a youngling red dragon, that dragon's son, in Gryhold. You know that that dragon's body has gone missing when you left it there. You actually inadvertently helped toward this ritual by killing a dragon. You know that there's also a black dragon that you've met, and it was alive the last time you saw it. But you also know that it was supposed to come after you to find the orb of the dragon kind, and it hasn't.
Real shit.
And you also know that he's been surveilling you, as he just said. So he must know that you have his daughter in the circlet, and you don't know what that means to him. Because that means he may not have to do the bidding of Gonadar. But you also know that he just said that Gonadar is in his head, just like Gonadar is in your head. So
Yeah.
all these things are going in your head. You're a smart individual. You're a smart character. You rolled a very high investigation. You're wondering, is Diranor able to speak freely with Gonador in his head? What is he going to do now that he has what he wanted? You are able to give him what Gonador has not given him. This is the situation.
That's true. Would I know of any way to disrupt Gonador's connection to him?
You know from your experience with having Gonador in your head, which was very interesting with the hallucinogenic mushrooms, by the way. It's all connected.
That was hilarious.
You know that Gonador can often surveil and just monitor what is happening then and there. But you're not sure if he can infiltrate your thoughts or infiltrate your motivations. He can read sometimes your emotions and what is happening physically. But your deep thoughts and your reasoning isn't necessarily permeated by him.
Question. Have I noticed any kind of a change in how deeply Gonadar seems to touch me since I've given myself to Hoar?
Well, you haven't heard the gibbering laughter in some time. And it used to laugh when you were slaying formidable creatures and monsters, because another thing Gonador enjoys is watching predators kill other predators and things like that. You haven't really heard him in your mind recently. You can only assume that maybe he's a little busier now, and maybe in a lot more minds now that he's raising faith.
But it's not because of my connection to another god.
You're not sure. You're not certain.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and grasp the one of the double-sided coins, the one that was left on my desk side, my side table after the garlic bread production.
You do so.
Do I feel fortified at all?
You feel nothing.
Okay, I feel nothing. All right.
I'm going to give you all a moment to think while I go back to Joseph. I'm not going to switch maps here at the moment. Joseph, what are you doing?
What is the box doing?
The box is pushing you very much in a certain direction on your back. Strange, but true.
Is it straightforward?
It's to your left, which would be slightly to the west, now that you're in the forest.
Joseph stops his horse.
Okay. So does Gideon.
And then-
She turns around and says, "It has been a while since we took a piss, hasn't it?"
Joseph is looking to the left. He kind of thoughts with his, and he dismounts his horse.
She says, "You do know this takes me about 10 minutes to take all this armor off, right? Can you give me a little privacy?"
Joseph, still looking to his left, nods slowly.
Can I trust someone like you to not creep around? You weirdo.
Joseph's gaze slowly turns to her. Who the fuck do you think I am? Some sort of a closet pervert? Excuse you. I'm a man of class. And he turns away. Go do your bidding. I'll be right here.
Bye-bye.
Oh!
He mutters, "You will pay for that." And when she disappears into the trees, which she does, yeah?
He does.
I take off my backpack and furiously open my fucking bag, look inside at the box.
You see the box there, and it is pulling your hands in a direction gently into the woods. You think you see a clearing a bit in the distance in the woods, but you'd have to walk quite a few paces to get there.
I'll take out the box in my two hands, hold it tightly, and put my right ear on the top of it to listen, to kind of listen inside of it.
You hear nothing inside.
He looks at the car and says, "What the fuck are you? Why do you want me to go there? What would my stomach feeling, or what would my gut feeling tell about this? What do you think?"
I would say make a Constitution saving throw if that's what you're aiming for.
Sure, if that's the DM. What the 11.
You are feeling butterflies in your stomach. It's more of an excitement. You're feeling more and more drawn to the allure of adventure and danger since you've left your home of Gryholt. Every step of the way, you are enjoying the rush of narrowly escaping and surviving these situations. So this is a rush for you, and you feel compelled to follow the direction that the box is pushing you in.
Joseph stuffs the box back into his thing and puts the backpack back on his back. I just look over the horses and like kind of talk to them a little bit, like you kind of small talk like people do with horses, and like pet them on their nose and wait for Jiva to come back. Also eyeing the clearing and looking around for anything else, keeping my short sword.
Well, you have to wait some time, because like I said, it takes 10 minutes to take off the armor, so we're going to go back to the others.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, Diranor's standing there. He made it very clear that he's not afraid of having some gnomish gun pointed in his face. He's not afraid of being outnumbered. He's standing there with a living armor, with a blade in hand, and with the favor of a god who is trying to take over the entire world.
What's
He's
happening with
asking you
the,
for that. Sorry?
What's happening with the platoon? Have they marched on by now, I'm guessing?
They're still marching. They have what appears to be almost a mile-long marching convoy. Yeah, and at this point, some of them are just stopping to take a rest and a piss, and some of them you see in the distance actually snorting lines of the midnight powder as they take their break, which is something they commonly do.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say you can lower your gun, Jinjo. So, who did he mention Lorian earlier?
I believe you did say her name, yes.
Okay. So, as I mentioned, last time we engaged with Lorian, she was back at the ship. So, I don't know what this item would be. However, you do know she is a man and or woman of his or her word, and or her word. So you could tell us a time and place where you would like to meet us at a later occasion, and you could talk face to face with her. You could also give us a message to relay to her.
Let's see here. Make a persuasion roll. And
That's great. 'Cause
No
I
whammies,
have-
no whammies.
let me see what is the save here gonna be? Save. Diranor looks at you rather blankly and calmly, and he takes out a scroll. He mutters a few words,
Oh no.
and there's a flash of light in his eyes. Lorian immediately recognizes this as true sight, which allows him to see anyone who's invisible or in the ethereal plane. And
They don't have to stand behind a rock or something?
And he takes a look at Yvonne and Lorian standing before him. You can tell
it.
Rohal that he's looking at the two invisible figures, by the way. He's nodding with almost as if it was disappointment in his face that he had just been lied to by someone who he sees as much weaker than him, and sees this as an arduous process, that all he is asking for are two things, and he's being lied to. And little
Yvonne's
parlor
gonna
tricks
step
like...
in front of Lorian.
Okay, so Yvonne steps in front of Lorraine.
I'm gonna put my hand on Yvonne's shoulder. No, dear, it's alright. It's alright. Family business. You understand. I'm going to
Family.
gently walk around her. Alright, dear Noah. I'm tired. I'm sure you are too. I'll tell you something. I don't have that gibbering laughter in my head anymore. Maybe you don't either. Isn't what you really want your daughter back? Isn't that what this is all about?
I'm here to take two things from you. I'm here to have my daughter come back home with me, but I am also here to take the orb of the dragonkind from you for the ritual. For Gondor is watching, and he knows that this is what I will do for him.
But you don't have to if you get your daughter back, is what I'm saying.
Gondor is what...
He walks toward you.
Damn it. Gonador watches all the time.
He walks
So
toward you.
I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back
Roll
up.
Hall, Roll Hall, your hand is beginning to hurt more and more, almost as if you are touching burning iron. And
Listen,
all of
See if
you,
I look
Listen,
at
he-
the area.
He hasn't come through for you, has he? I can. Why would you continue to serve him? Why wouldn't you fight to stop him? Do you want your daughter to come into a world destroyed by Gonadar? Is that what you want? If you get her back, is that the world you want to bring her back to? Can I?
make an insight roll.
Okay. Insight. Yeah.
22. Wow. Why are your rolls so good today? What's going on?
Well,
Huh?
my persuasion was only 13, but anyway, go on.
Plot point, mate. It's a fucking plot point.
So, you might be family, but you haven't spent a whole lot of time together.
Mhm.
But you have spoken to him before while he was utterly devoted to Gonadar. His demeanor is different than the last time you spoke with him. The last time you spoke with him, he sicked two basilisks on you on the party. This time he comes alone, and he is asking for not only the orb, but also for his daughter in the circlet. You aren't sure whether or not he's still completely devoted to Gonadar, and just wants his daughter back for selfish reasons and to continue the destruction of the world for his place next to the throne of Gonadar, or if there's something he sees in you, something that he envies in you, a freedom that he does not have because he is already too close to Gonadar. He sees you as someone who knows what's going on, has things like his daughter and the orb of the dragonkind, but is not being as closely watched as he is by Gonadar. He approaches you and hands you a small statuette of your aunt, who he is married to, Urwell. It's made of porcelain, and he says, if this is the last time that we meet, it is only right that you at least have this. And he hands it to you, and when he does hand it to you, you hear something jingling inside of it. And as he does this, Rohal's hand is burning more than it has ever before, to the point where he almost has to scream out, and demonic portals are opening all around you. This appears to be unrelated to Diranor, as he is startled and looks around, and is not sure what's going on.
I'm gonna look into his eyes. and I'm gonna say, run.
He is not startled by you and not alarmed, but he outstretches his hand as if you're not really sure if he wants the orb or his daughter, but he's outstretching his hand, and you know what he asked for.
I'm gonna look at him and say, what you really want is your daughter alive and safe, yes? I'm just gonna look for any subtle hint from him.
He says, give me both of those things now.
And I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, for the sake of her, I can't. And I'm gonna cast fly and shoot up into the air.
So, the egg was still with you guys, and you see coming through the portal, all of you can see this, she leads everything in the portal. You don't know who she is, but you know that she's a demon. You can see the fires of hell through the portals behind her. The things that are coming with her, you see, are horrific and from the hellscape. And they're pouring through and surrounding you, your group. Rohal knows more than anybody that this is the time to pay the piper. He was cursed 20 years ago, and he knew what the curse was. I don't know if Rohal told all of you in character, but he knew that after a certain number of years, the Demon Lord would come and take a magical item every 10 years, every 20 years, he doesn't know, but every certain number of years, that's his curse. The Demon Lord would come and take something powerful, something magical, and if he couldn't pay up, she would kill him and everybody around him. And as far as he knows, this isn't just a demon. This isn't just a ruler of a small area. This is a demon lord. This is akin to a demigod. This is something that may be invincible. This is something that could even best Diranor Cromwell, who's not invincible in combat. In other words, you are in deep water, all of you. There are many forces at play here in this grassland. And this creature is slithering toward you all. Back to Joseph, who's in a safe place in comparison.
Steve, I was hoping for a side quest episode.
You know that I can't make things predictable. What's up, Rohal?
I just wanted to check, because by this time, these guys would start noticing things.
No, they're alarmed. They're all getting up, and a lot of them actually, what they do.
Okay, thank you.
They do is they actually, when they prepare for battle, they each do a line of the midnight powder, and all of them are snuffing, or they're all sniffing a line of the midnight powder. They're
it sounds like a bathroom in a law firm in the 80s right now, is what you're saying, Steve.
Look, all I can say is
munching mushrooms.
I just want to put my fucking axe up and say, "Let's have at 'em, boys."
So I will say a couple things.
To do it.
First of all, I want you to imagine the worst of Vikings that are hired to genocide. But then I want you to imagine them all being hooked on cocaine. and then. So when Medicine's character, his name escapes me, I apologize. When Medicine's character yells that, they hear one of their own crying a battle cry, which makes all of them get up and run in this direction. You don't know.
I'm gonna snort.
So I look at Phil and be like, give me some shit.
I've only got one thing of midnight powder.
We can split half and keep
there's enough for two people. Actually, and there's one thing I didn't mention. I should have mentioned back at the shop. I don't think Jinyo was in the shop at the time. But Jinyo actually knows that half-orcs have more resilience to the withdrawal effects. And other races don't have as much of a resilience to the come-down effects as he does. keep in mind that if you're another race and you do take it, you could take some damage when you come down from it. So be aware of that before you go into this. But let's go back to Joseph while you guys think about what you're going to do. There's essentially 4 different factions. There's the party. There's Diranor, who is perceivably torn between helping, not helping, or at least perceiving to help Ganadar, putting forward that front while inadvertently helping Lorien somehow. There's also the Demon Lord, who might be invincible, with her minions pouring into this plane from the hellscape. And then you also have the Cocaine Vikings. Joseph, what are you up to?
So how long has it been since I've been staying there?
It's been about 25 minutes, and Giva's already back on her horse heading toward you.
Joseph is standing there looking at the clearing. His arms are crossed, legs are a little bit apart, and one of his pointer fingers is like tapping pretty furiously, and he's just kind of chin down staring at the clearing. And then he just like points with his head. This looks like a pretty nice place to look at, eh?
She nods and says, "Do you think we should start heading back now? We've been out for quite some time and we don't want to be out of here when night falls."
Joseph looks up in the sky. Where? How long? So it took about 3 hours here, correct?
Yes.
So, and we began in the morning, so it should be midday-ish, maybe? Nature roll?
No, you're already approaching late afternoon. Everybody is. We're all in the same time zone.
Let's just go there before. It seems that maybe there is something there. And he like takes his horse's reins. He's on the ground and he just starts leading his horse through the bushes, I guess, into the clearing.
Okay. So if you're heading into the clearing, we're gonna change maps now.
Oh, fuck.
So you see that there's a depression in the clearing with some rocky indentations there, and
Where do I cover?
You're on the bottom there, the bottom path. It's a bit rockier here. There's no trees and no roots taking hold. It's a fairly small clearing. Basically, everything that you see here is the clearing. The forest surrounds the area.
I guess I'm walking and leading my horse through here. Anything?
Giva says we can't go exploring into these derelict places. We need to get back.
Joseph stops and looks back at him, and I want to do an insight roll to see at her if she feels something here.
Make an insight roll.
11.
She seems more frustrated than anything else. It seems that she was putting up with you from the start because she doesn't necessarily like you as a person. But now you are preventing her from getting back before nightfall. So she's getting irritated.
It seems that at first it seems that from the beginning you really didn't want my company. And nothing is keeping you here.
Joseph, don't self-pity. Look, I'm looking out for both of our safety. I've always been that person, okay? I've always been the kind of person to look out for both of our safety. Don't take it personally. Are you going to come with me or are you going to stay here? Do you know the way back?
Joseph looks at her. Would it be a intelligence or wisdom roll to see if I can remember the way back, kinda?
That would be an intelligence roll. Go ahead.
A plain intelligence, okay. That would... no.
You know the way back to the Halfling farms, at least. But you would have a hard time getting all the way back to the docks.
Well, I guess I can... Joseph says, well, I don't think I'll be too long, and besides, I know my way back at least to the Halfling farms. I'm pretty sure I can ask directions there. I have a feeling about this place, and you don't have any obligation regarding my safety. I am My path is what I make of it. If you want to go, go. I'm not keeping you here, and besides, I'm not really self-pitying, and I understand where you're coming from, but I understand you're tired and frustrated with me because you don't really like me, so you can just be on your way. And just like, kind of turns his head away. And
Be safe, Joseph. Be safe at the very least. And she turns and rides off.
Joseph looks back and kind of watches her, I guess, go.
Do you enter the ruins?
I keep walking. First
Do
to
you
the room.
enter the ruins? The DM rubs his hands together.
So what? Explain to me, what do I see here?
You see knights made of stone holding up the entrance railways, and it's just nondescript, smooth geometrical shapes here around the doorway. There's no writing. There's no indication of culture, of what culture it's from. It's just stone and geometric shapes.
Joseph backs up, leaves his horse to the bushes here, and I'm going to take out the box again and hold it out in my hands. So if I'm holding it in my hands, how strong is the pull?
It's strong, but we're going to get back to the other session, the other group, because Roosevelt has to go very, very soon, and this is sort of his personal quest that's unfurling, so to speak. The demon slithers directly up to Rohal. The demon lord is holding 6 swords and has a very sharp tail, sorry. And she slithers past just about everybody else without paying attention to them at all.
Hi.
Rojo, it is time for you to give me what you owe me. But the question is, what is it going to be? What is it going to be that you're going to pay me today?
Before she lets you respond, you see her cat-like slit eyes dart around, look at you, dart around at the people behind her, and then her eyes widen and the entire eyeballs turn black, and she inspects each of you, as if seeing through your clothes or your armor or your bags. She is scanning each of you with an unnatural demigod ability to see what you're all carrying, even into your bags of holding. Yes, Rohal, what would you like to say?
Are the soldiers over here starting to engage?
They are rushing up, but they haven't quite reached it. They're taking some time to run across the field, but they're getting very close to these beasties, and there's all manner of beasties. Ugly beasties. Some of them are flying, and some of them are actually moving toward Jinyo.
Right.
I'm 60 feet up in the air, but there's flying things. Fuck.
60
Yeah,
feet
it's
in
a
the
little bit
air.
annoying. It's a little bit
That's
annoying
what I
that you're
said,
up
though.
there, because I actually had a plan to encase us and the egg, but this is a bit...
There we go.
Okay.
60 feet up in the air.
Oh, fuck. What is that? What was that?
Nothing.
Steve?
Nothing. You're flying. You're flying. Oh, look. There's something chasing you, but don't worry. It's only one thing. It's only one thing. Anyway, back to the others.
It's almost as if he planned for that.
The DM always has to plan for players flying. God damn it.
No.
You did that at the last battle, and you avoided all damage in your glass cannon.
Yeah, I know.
The whole party died except for you.
I know.
Anyway,
Okay, go.
I don't want to steal his thunder. What were you saying, Rohal?
So, what's... I just figure you sort of inspected us. And it's been a while, obviously, and as you said, it is time.
She smiles.
Is there anything in particular that you find of extra interest, since you obviously looked around?
Oh, there's so many lovely things that you all have. That deck is quite interesting, I must say, but even for a god like myself, why would I tinker with something like that? I don't need to play with chance when I can always stack the cards in my favor. However, the orb, that beautiful spherical perfection of an orb, that is something that I can find so much fun to tinker with in my spare time. I can toy with dragons, or if I need a conversationalist to join me who's far better than any of you, I can always summon a dragon by my side to have a chat. Well, am I going to have to take it off of that wizard's dead body, or are you going to tell her to give it to me now?
Well, there is this predicament of a certain individual here with a very fine armor that isn't part of our company that is making it an awkward, transition of items from us to you. Kind of hinting towards the person with the armor.
Yes, and you can adjust the volume with some of this battle music. And so she looks over at the other individual. I would like you all to make a perception roll as well, all of you who are here on this map. Some of the soldiers have begun clashing with these demons as well. Jinyo, you have one of these flying things rushing you. We're going to get to see what happens to Lorian. She's in the sky. And Yvonne, you are left there standing in front of this drow who is...
I need to find volume, I can't hear you.
Yeah, turn it down. You can right-click and turn it down.
Where is it?
So, as I said, you have been left by Lorian just by yourself in this battle of demons and cocaine Vikings and this Diranor man standing in front of you. You have no idea who he is. You heard of him. You know he's a bad person, and he's standing there.
I just want to say that Yvonne is invisible.
Oh, shit. But he has true sight. He's got true sight. But she's invisible.
He's got true sight, but for everyone else.
Except maybe the demon lord, because she's a demon lord. Right. Except for the demon lord, yeah. But thankfully, I'll be honest with you, this is one of those times, Yvonne, where it's really cool to be poor and not have any cool items. It really is cool to be poor and not have any cool items. So, it's your time to shine, sister. Just be poor. Okay. Where were we? Oh, yeah.
Or invisible and just let powers do their thing.
But not handicapped anymore.
Can I turn to fucking Jinyo and split half a stack and we both snort half?
Absolutely. In general chat, I posted what may or may not happen to you guys with that
do we have to roll for it, or?
No, you don't have to roll for it for now.
That's why I couldn't frickin' find it. Okay, now I can hear you again.
Welcome back. Sorry. No, it was loud. I know. I'm gonna keep it playing so you can adjust it to how you want. It's battle music.
I couldn't figure out where it was. It was playing sound on Roll20.
No, sorry. Yeah, I told you sometimes I use the Roll20 and sometimes I use the Discord. I blend them. I was basically saying that you're poor and it's a good time to be poor and not having to get items, and you're also invisible. However, the Demon Lord and Diranor can probably see you because they have otherworldly sight. The egg is next to Roll Hall, still on Tensor's floating disc.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I'm gonna use hold up, where is it? It is Wand of Tiny Hut over it, and I was thinking of yelling to Yvonne if she wanted to be protected by the spell, that she could just jump in there and say, otherwise you can stay outside. And do I see a reaction from Yvonne, or?
Well, you have to talk fast. What do you say to Yvonne?
Yvonne, if you want protection, stand next to the egg. Otherwise, stay put.
She
Yeah,
just
there we
flies
go.
over there. Okay.
And
Above Yvonne's pay grade.
and the tiny hut, like it covers you with you can see out from it, but no one can see inside into it. You guys are covered. Nothing can go past the barrier of tiny hut. It just covers you perfectly, and it holds for 8 hours. I think you might be able to break it by throwing spells out or like jumping out of it, but I'm not sure. Steve, let's see here. Have you know?
I'm skimming it. Basically, you're pretty protected in there.
Pretty protected. Like, it doesn't say that anything can break it.
The spell ends if you leave its area. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller. The spell creatures and objects within the dome. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. Probably certain types of dispel magic can dispel it, but other than that, nothing can penetrate it, really. That's kind of powerful. That's
Yeah.
cool. 8 hours without
It's hella powerful.
concentration. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's a
But
pretty
it's
good spell to have.
it's not me. It's not me throwing the spell. It's the item.
Right.
What's it called?
I forgot I give you a GC item. Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
One of Tiny Hut. So supposedly it's not gonna be me. Actually, I'll just do this. I'll throw the wine to Yvonne, and I guess you just wave it and think go. I don't know how to use these.
So in vanilla D&D, you would need to have all these like rolls and shit. But for me, I allow items to be used by anybody. But the trade-off is in my campaign, they're not rechargeable. Wands are sometimes rechargeable, so it's a one-time.
Yeah.
It depends how many charges it has. So this one had 1 charge. It's going to be used up after you use it. So
Exactly.
if Yvonne chooses to cast it right there on the egg, she can. Are you going to cast it over yourself, Yvonne?
The tiny hut thing?
Yeah.
He wants the egg protected, and that'll give me cover. Can I shoot out of the tiny hut?
Good question. Let me
I'm
see.
not familiar with it.
All other
I don't
creatures,
think
okay,
so.
spells and magic quest, atmosphere. You can command the interior. It seems like either way, it's impenetrable. But if you walk out of it, it'll end the spell. I don't think you can shoot stuff out of it. But if you walk out of it, the spell ends.
So I basically have to stay
Yeah.
in here with the egg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright.
You can cast it around the egg and not be inside of it.
I guess, yeah. Like, I can do that myself as well.
The atmosphere inside these spaces dry. Yeah. Yeah. It's just the only thing that can come out of it is if you walk out of it to end the spell.
So I guess there's 2 questions I have with this.
Sure.
One, does the egg have to quote-unquote walk out of the hut to end the spell if we cast it over the egg? Or are we just accidentally locking it away in a pocket dimension we can't access?
No, it's still in our dimension. It's just a dome, this 10-foot radius
Yeah.
around
It's like
it.
it's like a
And,
protective dome around it.
yeah, so I think that if you throw it as a spell, like a normal spell, you need to be in it because it's your spell and your energy. But I suppose if you have a wand, that makes more sense that you would be able to, like, I don't know, activate the spell and drop the wand inside and let the spell be there around the wand, right?
Well,
I don't know, in my mind that would
whether
be...
the spell's in there or not, the spell would still be cast on that location. Actually, it would be self. It would actually is self. Yeah, you got to cast.
Yeah.
It.
Yeah, so it would
it's-
need to have a
it's-
person to cast it on themselves, basically.
Yes,
You
and
couldn't
it's-
just cast the spell and drop it.
Yeah.
Well, because then what would end the spell? There's
That's
no
true.
way.
It
Yeah,
would
the
have
egg
to be
wouldn't able
somebody.
walk
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
It's opaque from the outside, transparent from the inside, and yeah, it's cast on self with a 10-foot radius hemisphere. So yeah, it would have to be somebody who chooses to cast it.
Okay.
Alright,
Good.
so yeah, then I'd have to. And I'm probably going to do the least damage out of everyone here, so she'll cast it over herself in the egg.
That's when the egg opens up right there. You're
I'm
like,
afraid.
ah.
Help!
No, it's gonna think you're the mother. Anyways,
Oh boy.
I digress.
Help!
All right, so you activate it. Yes.
Yep.
All
I
right.
shall
Cool.
put a token there to represent that it is cast. Because I have all the tokens. Piracy is a great thing.
So I will rail the midnight powder.
The what?
Midnight.
The powder, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it.
All
So
right.
do I untick it off my thing now?
You can, yeah,
Yeah, it's used up. Both of you took it.
but leave it on there just in case you don't delete it. Just in case you get more, you can untick it and it won't be in there anymore.
Also, Lorian, while I do these guys' turns, look up how fast you move when you have fly, please.
60 feet per round.
Oh, that's too bad. That's just too bad. That's too bad. Anyway, go on. What's up, Jenny? What are you doing?
And now I've taken the powder. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I am going to shoot. Can I? That bug? How far up off the ground is it?
That's about 10 feet, 10 feet.
So can I attack? I can't attack that from the ground.
If you have a ranged weapon, you can.
Just hold on. If you were listening to the discussion, so you would be included in but still you'd be included in our company here. The only one I said it wasn't included was this savory.
Yeah, but this woman hasn't agreed to anything, has she?
She seems to be interested in Over the Dragon Kind, and I think it's in Lorian's pack in her bag of holding, is it not?
Exactly,
It is,
and I have I have expressed that this person is in the way for any such transaction to occur.
So once I've taken the powder, then I'll say to the snake lady, "Are you going to help us, or are we going to have to shoot some bugs?" In a nice way.
In a nice way.
And then we can talk about whatever we'll give you. Maybe I'll give you this fancy gun I have.
My means are disposable, and my minions know they are disposable. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll send some of these minions up to take it from your wizard's dead body.
Come on.
Can I hear any of this?
The wizard will gladly come down and deal with this. It's not a problem. However, if this individual stands in the way, that will be a problem. So if you would, I know you can easily dispose of him.
Before you finish that long-winded conversation, the demon lord, who does not appear to be able to fly, turns and starts to move as quickly as possible toward Jinyo, because it appears she doesn't have much else to do while her flying minions chase Lorian. Now, before anything happens, because you also have a flying thing coming behind you, Jinyo, I'm going to take the turn to Lorian. Is there anything you would like to do, Lorian?
Could I hear any of that?
No, you're like 60 feet in the fucking wind in this fucking sky. It's like heavy winds. You're like fucking skydiving, basically.
How far do you think 60 feet is, Steve?
There's like a raging battle going on. There's like heavy winds.
What? I thought nobody was hitting anybody yet. But
I said it started. I said some demons are getting sliced. And there's also, I'll mind you. So the company of the Black Banner mostly uses, and you can know this because you see it, aside from like some wonky side weapons, they use lots of heavy crossbows and like either battle axes or long swords. So there's lots of like bolts that are just flying astray as well. You gotta all be careful of these bolts just flying everywhere.
Okay, but I can see everybody down there, right? And I can see also that there's... I flew up in the air to get away from Durian, by the way. Or Durinor. Yeah, sorry, Turian. He's stinky. But since there's fucking mosquitoes after me, I would like to, and so that doesn't give me much of an advantage. I think I would like to come back towards Rohal.
Well, I'll say one thing, Lorian. You did see one chasing you initially, but after you saw Rohal talking in front of this demon, and then the demon turning around facing somebody else, all of a sudden, like, half of the flying things turned and started flying up toward you. These guys, you don't know much about them, but they don't look too friendly. Also, you hear that porcelain statue jingling in your backpack. Let's go back to Joseph while you all think about how you're going to die. And Joseph, are you going in the ruins this time, my friend?
I mean, I was thinking about trying to pick the fucking lock off the box, but fuck it, sure, I'll take my pack back and go right in. Pick the lock.
Excellent.
Now, from the bottom or?
From the bottom, yes. I like when my players split the party and go alone into dark caves without any supervision.
Just wait till you get sucked
So
up
tell
by
me,
lurking.
what kind of
Cave
lighting
barnacle.
is here?
There's a lot of light pouring in through the door of the ruins still. I'll turn down the music. The music's so loud. Sorry.
I shall put on my eyes the goggles of the night.
You can see much clearer now.
And I have the cloak of many fashions around me too, and I change it midnight dark to help me blend in maybe. Or maybe this grayish stuff that helps me blend in.
Sounds good to me. You're very blended.
How do these wooden breeches look?
They look.
Walk around like that.
They look.
It's pretty.
They look extremely rickety. They look so rickety.
Oh, hey,
I'm loving this so much.
We're just gonna watch them die now.
Does it look like it can support my weight with my backpack on?
Yeah, maybe.
I think your best bet
Fine.
is to jump as hard as you can into the middle of it and just hope for the best.
They start crackling, and you realize this wood is hella old, but you make it across just fine.
Okay. Tell me, so the middle is boards, but what are the sides made of? Like, what is actually
Hemp.
holding up the sides?
Hempen rope.
Hemp rope. Can I do some investigation to see how good is that?
Sure.
So tense.
It looks like you can maybe make it across. You can
Okay,
probably
so
make it across,
I'll try to be more to the side and like kind of crouch down. So if something breaks from under my feet, then I can at least try to hold on
So
to the edge.
make an acrobatics across just to see how well you're balancing on the edge of this swaying
Not like
hempen
too
rope.
much. Not like
Okay,
too
okay,
much.
Joseph. Okay, make an acrobatics roll.
Acrobatics.
You better not roll a one, boy. You better not roll a one, boy.
Bitch. If I die here,
You better not roll a one, boy.
I done goofed then. Ooh.
You make it across easily. You make it look easy. You look like you're walking down a cobblestone.
Now, what the fuck is up with this one? Shouldn't this breach not be staying up?
No, there's some twigs that are holding it up a little bit.
Fuck.
Third one's always the
I'm talking about the thing in front of me.
Yeah, there's some twigs underneath holding it up. Would you like to try to jump across?
There's like scaffold underneath, yeah.
Yeah, like
First
really
of
thin,
all-
like twig-like scaffolding.
I look down.
You hear some crackling as you stand there, and you look down and you see what appears to be the bottom of the pit, and it appears to be kind of a flat, rocky bottom.
How far down?
It's about 30 feet.
Certain death. That is 3d10 if I decide to fall.
How much HP do you have, out of curiosity?
You could check.
I don't want to check.
43.
Damn. Anyway, you want to jump?
For some reason I had temporary hit points, so I took that off. Yeah, fuck it, sure, I'll jump.
Okay, do an
Acrobatics?
acrobatics roll again. Yes, another roll.
Oh, that's 20.
Damn it. You jump so far. You just jump so far.
The butterflies in my stomach are aiding me.
Okay. Now, you want to cross this last bridge, or how do you want to cross it? Tell me.
Tell me, is this thing on, like, what?
That's just some light. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I guess I'll... Well, what do I see in front of me? Like,
You
over the bridge.
see, you see a stone wall with a stone door.
Hippity hoppity! I guess I'll fucking go die.
Okay. The door appears slightly ajar. Would you like to enter the door?
I peek inside first.
You see a stone hallway.
Oh great, a horror movie vibes.
The
I
hallway
go
goes
down
left
the
and right.
hallway.
Okay,
Oh,
so
left and right,
I'm going
okay.
to ask something of you all. In order for all of you to see what he sees, I made everyone available to see his token, but I ask that you do not move the token and only let Joseph move the token. It's because I'm using a new feature, which we haven't used in the campaign before, called dynamic lighting. So, tell me, can everybody see the bottom of the map? Does everyone see
Yeah.
Joseph's character? Okay, sorry, I'll turn
Yeah.
the music down. It's really loud in
Still
Roll20.
loading.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute for everyone to load. So we're using dynamic lighting on this part. It means Joseph can only see what his line of dark vision with his goggle of the night can see. So Joseph, you enter,
Ooh.
and you are now
Yes.
in a new area. Before we go back to the others,
So-
I'll let you make 2 steps. Which way would you like to go? 2 steps that are within your visibility. You can control
First-
your token.
First, tell me, where is the box pushing me?
The box is no longer pushing you, and the stone door closes behind you.
Yikes! Oh, Joseph looks behind, turns around, rubs his hands together, and well, I guess I can't ask for it.
2 steps, Joseph.
2 steps. So how much is that?
2 steps
How many?
from your visibility. So one in your visibility now, and 1 in your visibility that you gain. Where would you like to go?
I'd like to peek.
You feel
In
very
front
uneasy in these tunnels, by the way. So take a step. You move your token. No one else touches token. I just have it so you all can see it. Okay, now where would you
Okay.
like to go within your line of sight? You move the token.
I'll go right, because right is always the right way to go.
And now we're gonna go back to the others.
Yes.
Lorian, so you said you're diving back down, correct?
Yeah.
Where are my notepads?
Where would you like to land? You can land anywhere on this map. Actually, Joseph, if you want to take, did you say a notepad? What?
I'm taking my own notepad out right now.
So if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to do it in character. Do you have a parchment and
Yes.
ink or something? Okay, so
I
we're gonna
have
say
a
that you're doing that.
notepad.
Okay, so you're doing that in character as well. Okay, you can drag your. Okay, you're right next to roll hall. Very good. Everyone has to roll for initiative, but before we do, let's get our tokens on the thing appropriately when we roll for initiative, because I always do this wrong. Remind me, how does this work again?
We have to have our tokens selected. You have to open up the roll order thing before we roll for initiative.
All right. Initiative is weird on here.
So, are we allowed to move?
As soon as we do
Before
initiative,
this
yeah.
starts? Oh, okay.
There's the turn order. I
Well,
think.
not freely per turn. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you guys all hit it, or is this from last time?
I just hit it.
I just hit it.
Fridgeek shouldn't be there. Let me take him off. I don't know if Rohal just hit it. I don't think he did.
I haven't.
So let me remove you.
Uh,
Yvonne did. Falminar's not here, unfortunately.
Sweet.
Jinio is already marked, but I think that's from last time as well.
I just rolled mine.
It's
Okay.
initiative.
I just rolled a
Next to armor
3.
class in the middle.
Oh,
Sorry,
I
Jinio,
didn't
you
see
were
myself.
on there already, so I have to take you off of there, Jinio. Roll again, because I had to take you
Alright.
off from your last one. Oh, you know what? You're not clicking your count. You got to click your token first. before
Oh,
you roll.
shit.
That's
Okay.
the thing. Dear notes. Let's get you in on this. I forget how to do initiative for NPCs. Oh, there we go. Like that. Did it roll? It did roll. So I gotta add him in manually then. Okay.
This probably would have been easier if you hadn't tried to engineer.
Engineer what?
If Rohal hadn't tried to engineer the two of them fighting each other, and had just yelled at me to come back down instead.
You started flying. Not my
I've-
fault.
No, well, I flew to get away from Diranor.
I will
Who
say
we
that,
attacking?
Jinio, first of all, you're super lucky. Hold on, I'm still getting the initiatives. You're super lucky, Jinio, because the demon that's coming for you got a very low initiative. You're super lucky. You don't want to fight that. First of all, she's invincible. So that's a thing. And then on top of that, she's
Well,
also
virtually
she's-
invincible.
Steve's the DM. He says she's invincible.
She's
so.
kind-
No.
she's a demigod. She's a
There,
demigod.
there are ridiculous characters in this game. In this,
I mean, you do have shards of Godsbane. Also, there's something I forgot to mention to you. A couple things. First of all, Lorian, make an Arcana roll, please.
Yeah.
Also, so for perception, Rohal, Lorian, Yvonne, and Lorian, based on your placement, you see in this portal here before you actually cast the wand, because I forgot to mention to you, both of you see through this portal what appears to be the Demon Forge in the Hellscape, where you need to go to forge
Oh shit!
Godsbane. Through the portal, you see it.
But aren't we still missing a piece of Godsbane though?
You are missing the hilt, yes.
So like we can't.
No, I'm just letting you know what you see. If anything, it's confirming the fact that it exists.
Well,
And it is in the Hellforge.
Well, the thing is, the hilt doesn't necessarily need to be.
Pretty sure for a magic
Forged.
item you need the whole thing to bring it back
Yes, but it
together.
doesn't need to be forged down there with the hilt. Only the metal needs to be forged. The hilt can be applied separately.
Steve?
That is one line of thinking. I won't say whether it's right or wrong, but I'll also say that I don't know if any of you have any experience with smithing. However, I allow a lot of experimentation among my players and their creativity. That's all I'm going to say. And also, these things are coming out of these portals. Going there could be dangerous, but it could be how you create
Lucrative.
Who knows? All right, so let's do a little initiative play because we've done a lot of. Let me organize these in ascending disorder and descending order. No, descending order. Let's do that. Yeah.
I sure hope that Rohal uses a free, time to tell me to give the orb.
So this
will
is
as soon as I'm allowed to.
So this is interesting. So Lady Ireva, that's her name, actually doesn't see you land behind her because she already turned, Lorian. She sent her flying minions to go toward you, Lorian, unfortunately, because these guys are not super easy to kill. And she's still pushing Jinya, but it's not her turn yet. And Diranor is the first one to move, and he's ironically right next to the demon. They both are unconcerned with each other at the moment. They're running in different directions. And
That
Diranor is
demon's
running.
a fucking idiot.
Diranor is running toward Lorian.
Fuck. Of course he is.
Will he make it all the way?
Yes, he jumps over the stone. And again, he says, you need to give me these things. Before the demon gets them.
Why?
The gibbering laughter makes it hard to hear, he says.
I mean, I'd take the daughter thing and throw it far away and have him run get it.
I mean, you could potentially do that, Rohal. Unfortunately, it's not your turn, though, but you can certainly try that if you want. It's up to you.
I don't have it. She has it.
You don't.
But, yeah.
You could move and try to pull it. But I will say, so who's next in the order? That's all he does. He doesn't attack, he doesn't do anything else. He's just trying to negotiate. It's actually Rohal's turn. Yeah.
Okay. I
I
turn
think we
around,
need to-
basically scream at her, give me the crown. I think it was right.
I can't do anything right now. It's not my turn. So.
Well, me looking through your, I suppose they're not trying to like.
So you stuck
look
your hand in
through,
my bag.
I don't know.
Rohal,
Basically,
from some of the flames emanating from the portal, your hand immediately illuminates the abyssal map and some of the abyssal writing.
gotcha.
Quite a busy
I
session.
don't have anything. Yeah, I'm trying to like remember, like try to remember what kind of like how to remember these things because there are some spells that you can use to recreate these things perfectly, but
I don't
whatever,
think
it
you have
doesn't
any of this,
matter.
but I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what you're capable of, to be honest. Anyway, what do you do
All
with your
right.
turn?
I throw haste on myself.
Good choice.
Hold on, there we go.
That's a
So
full
I'm
action, I
hasted.
believe.
Yes, that is a full action, but technically, if I throw it on myself, hold on. I'm gonna do
The question is, does it
haste
give you-
on myself,
Does it give you another
and
action?
that's what I'm wondering, right? Wait, can I throw it with a higher level? With two,
You're
for
the
two
dude, man. You
people?
know how to run it. You got to run it.
No, I'm looking at the spells right now. My spells on D&D Beyond, but it doesn't say that I can throw it with it. It doesn't say that I can throw it with a higher spell slot. Okay,
I don't
that's
think it
annoying.
does anything additional, right?
No, it doesn't do anything additional, but I thought you were able to throw it on more than one person, like invisibility, for example.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. But I
Okay,
don't think so.
whatever. I'll
Anyway,
throw
what are you
it on
doing with your
myself
turn?
then.
We got a lot of players to run
My intention is to find the crown and just throw it as far away as I can.
Where do you have it, Lorian? Where is it hidden away?
With the crown, I have it in the bag of holding.
Okay, so you can make an investigation roll, and if so, that's roll hall. You make an investigation, and if you choose to stop him, Lorian, you would make a dexterity save.
Fuck.
Lorian, his roll, the success of his roll depends on if you choose to try to stop him or not.
I'm trying to protect my niece, I guess she would be.
Three of you are all just slapping each other, just like. So are you stopping him or not? You got to choose. Are you preventing him from reaching in there? I'm sure it's very chaotic. You're not sure what he's doing.
I don't want to. I'm gonna.
You could also tell me that like this is not what.
Give the orb to
yes?
Give the orb to the demon. I tell you instead.
Okay.
Yeah, give the orb.
Well, in that case, I'll grab the orb.
I can't let that happen, he says. And you see his armor, the slime, draw the other blade. He's holding one, and the slime armor is holding the other blade. And the slime armor... Yeah, that's all it does for now.
I'm hasted, though. So me grabbing that...
It's faster, yeah.
And trying to sprint away. On the other hand, I'm standing close enough to him that he's gonna get no, wait a minute. That doesn't happen if I'm hasted, I think.
You need to look up haste. I'm looking up too much shit, bro. You need to look up haste.
Choose a willing creature, yada yada. Until speed is doubled, gain 2 bonus to AC. It has advantage on dexterity saving throws, and it gains an additional action on each turn. The action can be used only to take the attack. One weapon only. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. What? Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Disengage lets you move away from someone without getting an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay, I suppose I'll use my second action, because the first action is hasting.
And that's going to be your last
action. Will be disengage.
And then that's your last action.
Yeah.
And how far are you moving? Up to the back of the demon?
I'm sprinting around. Okay. How far is this? Like, are the
each square is roughly 5 feet? Yeah.
Okay.
Posted, you should
so
have plenty
I have 60,
of movement.
I think. Yeah,
to get around.
You did move some. You did move some to get up to Lorian, I think.
No.
No. She moved to me.
Oh, okay. So the demon is rushing toward Jinio, but stops in its tracks. Are you presenting the orb in front of her so she can see it, or
I'm presenting the orb in front of her. Would you mind dealing with the individual that was keeping this from us? Because that is literally what was causing this disturbance.
Just give me the fucking orb!
The expression on her face is determined as she was heading toward Jinio, but when you stand before her and so humbly present the powerful magical item to her, she smiles and stops in her tracks. I would just let you know, Jinio would have gotten torn the fuck up. Anyway, so she smiles, she snatches the orb from you and says,
I will take this and go back to the hellscape, but Mia's kill everyone here.
Did she kill everyone here? What bitch?
And she starts to make her way out, but none of her demons follow her. She's heading toward this portal in the lower area, which is near the Hellforge. But it's not her turn to move, honestly. It's now Yvonne's turn. Yvonne, make a perception roll as you are protected within this orb.
Yeah, you can just calmly just inspect everything and very closely look at everyone.
14. So, Yvonne, you see quite a lot of chaos happening around you. You see two of these flying things just smacking and perching on this opaque orb. It's opaque to them, so they don't necessarily see you anymore, but they're observing it. They're right above you, and you can see their face up close. They almost look like twisted humans with long snouts, like big suckers, like mosquito suckers on the front of their face, and just dirty, oily hair all over their body. And they're pretty big. They're like twice as big as you. But you also see the egg start to crack next to you.
Great.
It starts cracking a little more and a little more. What do you do?
You're gonna be a new mom.
God, I'm gonna have to test like 3 things real quick. If I take a step in any direction, does the shield stay centered around me?
No.
Okay. Crap. Question number 2. Is the egg cracking like chunks falling out, or cracking just like hairline cracks across it?
Hairlines across from top to bottom. Irreversible hairline cracks. Unless you have a mending spell or something like that.
I don't know. Does she have spells? I don't think she has spells.
There's no spells in your arm, and you also don't have any spells as a basic rogue.
I do have a smoke bomb though.
You have what?
A smoke bomb.
What are you gonna do with that?
Oh, actually, I have 50 feet of silk rope. I'm gonna wrap that around the egg to keep it from cracking and opening.
No, what are you doing? That's just gonna suffocate in the... Okay.
It appears to create more hairline cracks.
Oh, great, fantastic.
So, what do you remember about the egg, Yvonne? What do you know about it? It was
Eagle egg. Something was wrong with it.
giant eagle egg.
Don't remember where we got it.
Giant eagle egg found
It's fuzzy.
near Northhold. What was going on in Northhold again? Oh yeah. Plague and pestilence, killing every living thing. An egg that had brown speckled spots, which sometimes are accepted by the giant eagles, but something with black speckles too that was just not accepted by the giant eagles. The egg cracks open, and what I'm about to show you all looks at Yvonne. Yvonne's the first thing that it sees.
Oh, great.
What you've been carrying around this whole time
I'm gonna be breakfast, aren't I?
is an undead giant eagle,
Great!
which had
No,
its
you're gonna
life
be
sucked
mummy.
from it. It had its life
My
sucked from
God.
it from the plague.
Oh no.
And its leg has already crumbled away, but it stands perched on one leg, and it spreads its wings as if asking you to sit upon it, to ride.
As if asking me to ride, or as if asking me to get closer so it could bite my head off? I'm gonna insight check it.
Your mummy though for the bird.
Yep, for a zombie bird.
I see you're a fucking undead goth eagle baby mama now.
It looks like it's asking you to mount it, to fly.
Okay. Ah, but we're safe inside this little dome right now. Does it look like weakling hatchling, or is it like decently strong looking?
Looks like a giant eagle. An undead giant eagle, and it looks like it's ready to fly. And it looks like it's ready to kill.
Alright. Hell was it?
It's a good thing you have 2 hands to hang on now.
Uh-huh. So she's gonna... I guess the rope would still be mostly around it. She's gonna use the rope to help secure herself to it. She can only really cling well with one arm. Hop up on its back.
The rope
All
is
right,
indeed
let's go.
held onto its belly. Oh, hell yeah. So, which way are you going to fly? You still have a little movement left on your turn. These things can fly 60 feet per turn. They have all the stats of a regular giant eagle, except a few hidden stats that I won't tell you about regarding its HP. Regarding its... I will say that it has an inability to heal any damage that it takes. So, you don't want this thing to take damage. It rots
As
away.
a quick question.
And one more
For-
thing I'll say, it has slightly less speed than a normal giant eagle because its wings are somewhat deteriorated and rotted. Yeah, what's up, Junior?
It's undead, right? So if I attack it with my necrotic rapier, would it heal it?
No. To your understanding, that's how necrosis works. And as far as you know, most undead things have a resistance to necrotic damage, but it doesn't, like, heal them.
Instead of having an effect, it's basically physical damage instead. No, or piercing
sort of.
damage or
It's
whatever.
just sort of like a reduced damage. And then you know that most undead things have immunity to poison, and certain things like fear. So which way would you like to fly before we switch the turn to Jinyu?
Which portal did you say the thing was headed for again?
Sorry?
The snake lady, which portal was she headed for?
The left one.
And I'll head up into the air, try to get over top of those two nasty mosquito things, and head in the direction of the portal.
You got it.
Why? Oh god, okay.
So you're able to make that whole distance there. Are you doing anything else when you get there?
I mean, at this point, she's probably burned her action.
The rope was a bonus action, and you haven't done any full actions. Actually, mounting it is kind of an action.
Yeah.
So we'll hold there, we'll hold
probably
there.
Tapped out.
Jinyo, your play. You're hasted with drugs.
Oh shit.
You also have +5 acrobatics, +10 athletics, +1 to your AC. We'll talk about the come down effects after a minute.
I've read them, but I think I've got resistance. Haven't I being a half orc? You said.
Yeah, you're gonna take lesser physical damage for the most part, but the addiction component's still gonna be there.
I'm just really surprised she didn't have any initiative pluses on her.
She does, but I was lazy with the roll because you know what it is. I didn't have. I was lazy with the roll, and I'm like, fuck it, you guys would get torn up anyway. So she would have had like maybe right before. She would have had right before Lorien, I think.
What the fuck am I going to do? Is this what are these guys doing now? Are they engaging these behind
so
me?
let me show you what they're fighting. They're fighting these things called mains. This is what they're fighting. These creatures, you don't know too much about them, but they appear to be somewhat sluggish and easy to slay. They just seem to be like foot soldiers that are like drones. But you also see a different creature that's also roaming around. The abyssal wretches, which are a little bit tougher. They're taking more hits. They're a little bigger. And then the flying things, they look horrific. They look dangerous.
Okay.
You still have one coming at you. We'll handle that after your turn, actually.
So I want to put. I obviously want to get stuck in because I'm fucking fueled up by drugs. Could I? Okay, I have a thing. Can I climb up this rock and jump onto with my swords onto the back of it and like try and like fucking steer it, into its brain cell or something? Stem. Sorry, not cell.
With what, your sword?
Yeah, just basically like jump onto its head and try and bring it down.
Climbing up, I'll let you do for free. Jumping on it, you'll have to do acrobatics, but you get a plus. What did I say? +5 to acrobatics.
5. Yeah, I think so.
So whatever you roll for acrobatics, you get your normal buff, which you already have a buff, +5 on top of that buff.
Yeah, so it's +5, and you say acrobatics, right? So
yeah.
Okay, this is probably a bad idea, but fuck it.
These things have a bit of HP. I'm going to say that right off the bat. So it's not like it's going to be a one hit, but
that's a terrible roll.
Let me see what you got here.
5, 10.
So you had a 2 roll. You buffed it with a natural 3 plus a 5 to a 10. You ungracefully hit it in the air. You kind of slide off the side of it. You can attempt an attack as you're falling though. It would be an ungraceful attack. It's not a big fall, so you're not going to get hurt for the fall.
So can I use my... I should have said this before I attacked them. I wanted to use my short sword of Lythand or whatever it is.
That's fine. Is that a +1? Is that a +1? Or is it just radiant?
Yeah, it does radiant damage.
But it's not a +1, right? It's just radiant? Actually, you know what? Radiant damage, remember how I kept telling you it wasn't that great on undead? It's actually pretty good on demons. If I remember correctly.
Yeah,
that's not good on this one, though. Sorry about that.
That's right, well I'll just use whatever, I'll roll. So yeah, I'll just try and attack it, so I guess.
Yeah, no problem.
24.
That totally hits, and it's doing 7 damage. Well done. Okay. And since you're hasted, I think you get one more action. Is that how that works for us?
He's hasted. I'm hasted. Or does he get haste from?
He did the drug. He did the drug. Yeah.
Yeah. But also,
Okay,
do I not get...
He
so
gets
I
two
get-
actions.
So I get 2 actions and my bonus action, right?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Hold on.
Recognize.
I wait. Hold on. I'll
Wait, mine's
double check that
additional
one.
Bonus. I got I need to get on top of haste.
No, it's not a. It's
I've
not
got
an
on
additional
my phone.
bonus. You get two actual actions
Yeah.
instead of.
Yeah.
You gain an additional action each turn.
So I'll attack again then, I
No,
guess.
you can actually no. You get an actual turn, so you get 2 turns and a
Holy
bonus action.
shit. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Or off the drug.
Yeah. Well, for haste.
So
for
I'll
haste.
Since you're hasted, yeah, that's what you
Well,
get.
I'll attack again then.
Okay.
With my
So
other
this
action.
is going to
13.
require you to do a little bit of a jump, but that's not an action. So yeah, so jump and then make another attack. Go ahead. Oh, you already rolled it. You already rolled it, right?
Yeah.
13 is actually going to miss. It's actually going to hit
Okay.
its thick hide and not pierce it. We're going to move on to
I still got my bonus action. haven't
medicine's character. Sorry? Yeah, no, that was
I?
bad.
I still got I've got my bonus action still.
Yeah, you got a bonus action. Yeah. What are you going to do with it?
As I made a successful attack, I'm going to use my where is it? Fancy footwork, so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity against me, and I'm going to move away from it.
Which way are you going to head? There's a lot of shit going on.
Well, away, so more towards Lorien. So I haven't used any movement, so I've got 60 feet. How do I get the ruler up again?
How do you get what up again?
The measuring.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll do it for you.
Oh.
5. Well, so many tokens. 5, 10, 15,
5,
20,
10,
30, 40,
15,
40, 50, 60. Oh, yeah, you're right next to her, right next to Deernor, right next to 2 more of these flying things.
I'd rather be like here.
That's
Oh,
fine. Go for
sure.
it. Yeah, go for it. Let's see what medicine's up to. And I know there's a lot going on in the battlefield. I'll streamline some of it in a few minutes. I just want to give everyone a chance to at least do a few things. So, medicine, what are you up to?
Well, obviously I'm still fucking new, yeah, so I don't know the party very well. But I'm gonna assume that this fucking Diranor guy is gonna start attacking Lorien.
Could be.
And I'm guessing I've seen Trigger run over. So I'm gonna fucking run over and attack him.
All right, go for it. So you
Well,
can
I
reach
guess
him here.
negotiations are over.
You can reach him here in that
The
movement.
negotiations is done.
So make him do show him where to click for an attack. You could use a crossbow. I don't recommend a heavy crossbow. I recommend your other bladed weapon that I gave you.
I use my warhammer.
Just
you,
gonna say that it's gonna be an advantage as well.
Yeah, if you click on the Warhammer
That's true.
and roll
Is
it,
an
so click on it
advantage.
twice.
Is an advantage.
Oh, can I re-roll my second attack then? See
I'm
if
just
I
gonna
got
say
avoid-
Dianor's
Oh
a
no, I
pretty
don't get
tough cookie.
that.
Dianor's a
Okay.
pretty tough cookie, guys.
Am I
See
clicking
him
on the
get
one?
Yeah,
No, no,
Yeah, only
above
in that
it,
20s.
where it says Warhammer at the top. 2 tabs up. See
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Click that one.
Oh, the attack. Oh, fuck no, I just click loads.
That's a lot. I don't know which ones to take. Here, do 2 fresh ones. 2 fresh ones starting now. Go do 2 of them because you're doing advantage. At 25. Okay.
Is that a twit? No, it wasn't a 20.
So you swing the hammer down toward Diranor. You see, even though he's not looking your way, you see the slime armor raise up to try to catch your warhammer, but it smashes him in the back between the shoulder blades before the slime armor can stop it, and he takes 9 bludgeoning damage. Well done.
And I'm still hasted up as well, yeah? Because we split that.
You
The
are-
powder. Oh, go
Yeah,
again.
You have another full action. That's correct.
So,
With
do
advantage.
so can I just click the Warhammer once more again? Or
You get advantage again, I think. Is that how it works for us?
Yeah. Advantage,
Yeah.
like if the person is surrounded, like
Yeah,
one person
yeah.
in front, one person at the back, or
Yeah.
sides,
So roll
whatever.
2.
Yeah.
Roll 2 attacks then. Oh my God, these rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the slime armor is
He's a
also
tough cookie, but
the slime armor is also stunned, so you get a clean hit on his back again. Another 6 damage. That's actually pretty good. Pretty good. That's not gonna make him happy though. He's not a person you want to make unhappy. Now we're moving to some of the flying fellows. Hello, flying fellows.
I wish you
Oh.
hadn't done that.
Oh, look. There's a company, the Black Manor, right next to the flying fellow. Let's see what happens. So this is going to attack Medicine's character with the proboscis attack. Let's see what happens with the proboscis attack. Ooh, a 22. That's going to hit your armor. I don't think you have armor higher than that. But hang on. But I did give you something of a defensive fighting style. I don't know if that's going to help you enough. Let me see. I'll look at your thing really quick. Defensive fighting stance. What does that do for you? While you are wearing armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. So your AC is technically at an 18, so it still hits you.
It's 19 with it's 19 with the midnight powder because that goes up by 1 as well.
That is a good point. And haste actually.
And
oh
haste
my gosh.
at +2.
So what is it? What is his AC
I
right
think
now?
21.
Still not high enough, man. I can't believe this thing rolled a 22. So anyway, its proboscis attacks you. So I don't. This is a really nasty attack. So it's gonna hit you for 11 piercing plus 12 necrotic, and it's also. Let's see here. Yeah. So you're taking that much damage. It's basically its pincer bites into you. It reaches a point in your armor that had an opening on one of the joints, bites you and sucks a whole bunch of blood out of you, leaving a necrotic bite. But here's where it gets interesting. You're not just a random sack of meat like some of these others. You are a random sack of meat that has also got a very interesting drug coursing through your blood, which it is now drinking. These creatures aren't designed to take this kind of blood. Not with this drug in it. The creature, even though it harms you greatly, immediately starts to deflate and twitch and die from having the drug in your blood. And you notice behind you that the other company, the Black Banner, are fighting fiercely, and they're fighting many demons that are fighting back, but several of the creatures with these proboscis are dying because the company of the Black Banner are coursing their veins with these drugs. Who's next? It is Lorian's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna say, I swear to you, I will do my best to bring your daughter back and protect her. And then, I'm gonna cast Polymorph.
I was gonna do that.
I sure the hell hope.
On who?
I sure.
On yourself or on Diurnor?
Oh no, on Diurnor.
What save does he have to do? Because he's a pretty powerful dude.
Wisdom?
Yeah, it's wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
15.
He just rolled a 19. It'll be in the video. It's legit. He rolled a 19.
God damn it.
He only had a +1 on that too, and he got a 19 total.
Yeah, the rolls are super high today.
Yeah, everyone's rolls are really high today. The
Yeah.
bots, the bots just rolled a 22 attack on him.
I
Some
don't
of you
want to
have
fight
got-
you, Uncle. I want to save you, I say. And,
He yells, "Give me the circlet now!" And you see him looking at the portal that the demon lady is turning toward. You see that he wants both the orb and the circlet.
you can get it from me later, but if she goes through that portal, you better follow her. You'll never get that, I say. And I'm gonna hope like hell that he does not attack of opportunity, and I'm gonna shoot up in the air 30 feet.
I suppose this is the real test to see whether or not he's willing to kill you for Ganadar or kill you for getting his daughter back. Or, even if he does try to kill you, we don't know why he's going to try to kill you, whether it's for his daughter or for Ganadar.
Yeah. So
You need to make a dexterity saving throw because the acid armor is trying to reach out and grab your ankle. The acid armor reaches out instinctively. It's a living armor. It catches bolts. You even see it catching some of the stray bolts flying toward him. Unfortunately, not the Warhammer 2 times. but it does grab your ankle and throws you back down to the grassland, the soft grass. You take no damage from that, but you are grounded. What were you using, fly?
Yeah, I was using fly.
So the spell is still active, but he has you grappled with the slime armor.
Alright, I'm
Are you
grappled.
doing anything else on your turn? You haven't done an action other than movement.
I mean, I tried to cast polymorph, Steve, and
That's
it,
true. Good point. Yeah, yeah.
it
Alright,
failed.
so
As
you're-
much as I'd
so-
like to... Go ahead, what?
So I think you're all set then. If you've done an action and movement and been proned. So now we're moving to the demon. The demon already said what she's up to. She has got the portal, and she has told her minions to kill everyone. Diranor's quite torn at this point. It's daughter, or it's Gonador. Right now he's dealing with you for his daughter, which you have in the circlet. Now, going back to Joseph. Joseph, thank you for being so patient. I'm going to swing back to you and see what you're up to. I'm going to give you quite a few movements now, because you've waited patiently.
He went AFK for a bit. Hopefully he's back.
Joseph, are you here? If not, we're going to go back to the other battle.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I put myself on the push talk just in case. Yeah, I've been here all the time.
Okay, make a few movements using line of sight.
How many movements?
Just go. Just start.
Actually, I'm just gonna put
I've made it so the walls are impenetrable by dragging them, so you have to physically make your way through this area.
Okay, so that is just a dead end over here. Joseph is like going around also making a map.
That's fine, he can write it in game and in real life. Sounds
Oh
good.
Christ, how the fuck am I going to fucking draw this? Oh
Just
God.
move quickly, Joseph.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, stop there. When you go in there, you see this art posted on the wall. It's a painting there.
Ooh. Any rolls that I can attempt to throw?
Any what?
History?
No. You can just make sense of it as you will. But it is now in
That's-
your notes section of Roll20. You can always go back to it. So keep moving.
Okay, yeah, I'll be quick. So I'll go
I'll
up
let you
here.
free explore for a bit, and I'll tell you if you need to stop. So just keep free exploring. Oh, you enter this room. You find another bit of artwork there.
Huh. Oh no.
Keep moving.
So wait. So oh. Oh wait, this just leads back, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'll go back then. It just gave me the feeling.
It's almost as if you're in a maze, like a little rat.
I am a rat.
You're a street
Cool.
rat. Just a statue of a faceless figure.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother writing everything down because we're in a hurry.
2 dead ends. Keep moving. Those are benches.
Okay, so let's go back.
I like this dynamic lighting. I'm gonna fuck with it quite a
Yeah,
bit.
I am a sucker for this right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna add it to a lot more dungeons, and it's cool because now the people who have dark vision are really gonna appreciate it.
Ooh, there's a door
Joseph,
here.
you went in another place here. Would you like to open the door?
Slowly.
You have to pick lock it.
So I guess I roll for Thieves tool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yes, you do.
That one
You are unable to open that.
for now.
And yes, Roll Hall, you've been present for a lot of the most important decisions for your characters, so I'm glad you stayed for that. Thanks for staying up late. We're gonna play a little bit longer. Roll. I'll catch you up. Yep.
I
It
gave
was
you some
like-
info as well about how it would act. Like, he would, the character would act.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Send it to Ev as well, so she can help me. 'Cause I'm just juggling a lot of different tabs and storyline stuff.
Yep, I'll do it.
Because Rohal's going to cast something on his turn when we get back to him. So yeah, your 11 is unable to open that door.
That one. No, that just leads back. Just thinks, okay, I'll try this later again when I've cooled my head. That is a dead end over there.
I also have a new mechanic in my campaign where if you can't pick a lock, generally you will not be able to pick it again unless you like
Aw.
totally level up or something, or have someone else do it. I can let
Wait.
each person try one time.
Oh, it's back here again. Jesus Christ. Ah! Being stuck on the walls here. Ooh. Wow, I really can't go through the walls. It's
No, you
getting
cannot.
dead
You
ends.
cannot go through the wall. I'll let you
that's
search for another minute, and then we're gonna switch back. So do as much as you can in a minute, little rat.
The fuck? Okay, so it seems the fucking door. Okay, I went already through here.
Make an intelligence roll, and if you roll high, I can help you in character.
Yes. No.
I am not helping you in character.
Hold on.
You have 30 seconds left.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
So okay,
Night
so
night.
hold on. I'm doing this as fast as my rat fingers can.
And you're back at the front door.
Yes, I am back
I'm
at the
giving you
front
20
door.
more seconds. Am I a cruel DM? I'm a little cruel.
No, you're fair.
This is a
Maybe.
new puzzle, right? I've given you guys a lot of puzzles and riddles. This is something a little different.
Ooh.
Dead end, you've been here before. Dead end, you've been here before.
Oh, what the okay. Yeah, I think my time is up too.
Your time's up. We're going back to the others.
Okay.
I'm actually enjoying that. That's actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah, this is fucking getting like,
Switch the yakety. I don't even know what the fuck to do.
Back to Deernor's turn. Now I'm going to start streamlining this because this battle could go on all night if I don't start streamlining it. So, oh boy. Deernor looks like he's going to have to start getting rough with Lorien. Yeah, so Deernor is going to make a strength roll, and you can make an opposing athletics roll. If so, he's able to wrestle the circlet away from you. So he's rolling a flat strength roll.
And I
He has a +0 and he got a 19. I'm just putting that out there.
God damn it, Steve. Well,
He wrestles it from you. And at that, you see him sprint past this creature. It actually gets an attack of opportunity on him. It's going to attack with its claw. Shit, it actually hits him. God damn. Oh my god, 24 slashing damage. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with those. You do not want to fuck with those. Okay, so he takes actually... you see this thing slash him really badly as he makes his way. The acidic armor does not do its job. And then you see him leap into the air and teleport out of sight. Now we're on Yvonne's turn. Yvonne, you are battling two of these things.
Okay, and I have command of the eagle as well.
You are commanding the eagle.
Alright, does it go before me or after me?
It goes with you. It'll be an additional action with the eagle.
Okay, first action. You said I had a bow, right?
You might have a bow. Let me check your inventory. Where is your character sheet? Let's see. Here it is. You have access to your character sheet as well. You do not have
No, it's a crowbar.
bow. Unfortunately, you do not have a bow. You probably didn't have one because the whole not having an arm for a while thing.
Great. It's not good. Oh, it's really not good.
Yeah, it's not
I don't even
good.
have any weapons.
You have weapons, I think.
I literally have a crowbar. Oh
Okay,
wait, no,
so
maybe I have a dagger.
you're supposed to have a rapier, dagger, short sword. I'll write that in there. They're already written there for your attacks. I'll write them in.
Okay.
Rapier. Sorry, that's not in there. It should have been there. And a short
I
sword.
do have a
Definitely
dagger
short
though.
sword. So what are you gonna do?
I guess I'm gonna have the eagle fly a loop, get me up. I guess closer to one of the bug things. I'll try to slash it open with my short sword.
Yeah, do that while you pass it. That'll be pretty dope.
At least gonna try to.
Yeah. And you know what? Technically, using a finesse weapon in your other hand can be a free attack if you want to try to slice both of them as you fly between them.
Sure, why not?
So
I'll
roll
do
your
rapier in the
dagger.
other
I'll tell you
hand.
right now, the short sword already hit with a 24. That's pretty dope. Unfortunately, the
Dagger
dagger misses, understandably. I mean, you're flying on an undead eagle between two demons, and you're trying to slice two things at once. You know, it doesn't always hit. But your short sword does hit, and it does slice that fella.
Did that roll damage, or did you just roll it again?
I rolled it for you. So what your roll was
okay.
was the chance to hit it, and what I rolled was the damage. So if I click the short sword word underneath the 24, that'll roll the damage. And I'm basically
okay, I
checking the
clicked the wrong
creature's
thing.
AC. Yeah, that's right. You got it. And now the eagle can have an attack if it chooses to. So the one you
Yeah.
hit is the one on your right. Are you right-handed?
I think I said her fake hand was on the left, so yeah, she'll be right-handed.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit the one on the right then.
And then, is she able to tell the eagle to fly down and grab one of these little suckers? And pick it up?
Yes, but that would be its action. So yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So loop down, grab this one,
You got
fly up as far as the movement speed will allow, and drop it on top of this guy.
Oh yeah, now we're being creative, and now we're using actions to do like definite kills, because yeah, that guy will die depending on how you go. If you go like say 50, 60 feet, definitely dead.
As far as my movement will take me.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dex save for the creature. It rolled one number too low to dodge it. So that's going to take, I'm going to do 2d10. No, it should be 3d10 for getting hit by that thing. Oops, wrong command. Roll 3d10. It's taking actually quite a bit of damage. 23 damage.
Gravity's no joke.
The other one is super dead, and its body actually falls into the portal nice and neatly. And now we're moving on to Roll Hall. He's gonna do call lightning, right?
And yeah, can you run him over to the party?
The party. Yes, he's over at the party.
Yeah. Okay, and he's gonna cast Call Lightning at. Oh no, wait, ignore that. It should have. What the fuck? All right, let me. What has he done with his character sheet?
What's going on with it?
Well, I'm just trying to cast Call Lightning, and normally you can, click that and cast it, but it's.
Just tell me what you roll. I'll do it else.
Well, I need to cast it at level 4. Oh my god. Okay. So it's 40-10.
Okay, I'll do that.
40-10 lightning damage, dexterity saving throw, and it's within 5 feet, so
27 is the roll. And where is he hitting? Where is he hitting?
Probably these
Which ones? Sorry, I didn't see your ping.
well,
okay.
yeah, these demon things here, maybe wherever you can get like the most demons, including a flying one. He wants to center it on the flying.
So I will
one,
say
sure.
some of them. Actually, this one was a little further back because that was a different one that died already. I don't have tokens for the dead ones, so it would be here.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
Okay. So, the little guys are all dead.
Mhm.
The big guy is not dead. The flying one is not dead.
Okay.
And what is it? 27 for all of them, right?
Yep.
Okay. And wow, he took a lot of damage though. And the portal, interestingly, closes when it takes that much damage.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh. And Roosevelt is hasted, so he gets to do something else.
He is. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
In that case, he's gonna move that lightning bolt and because he can do two spells right at once in one turn.
Yes, you can.
Okay, roll another 40-10 on this guy.
You got it. 20 damage on that guy. I'm trying to remember if that one was injured. I don't think that one was injured yet.
No, I don't think it was.
No, yeah, I don't think it was.
Okay.
Man, that does a lot of damage though. That's quite good. Okay, now we're moving on to some of the creatures actually haven't even gone yet. So you have some of these have been rushing up, and you have one of these rushing up here. Did I
That's
grab
the
wrong
last
one?
10 rounds, by
I
the way.
grabbed it. Well, they were busy with a lot of other shit.
What is that thing? Is that
I'll show you.
those the worm thing? The big fat worm dudes?
So first we have Trigger's getting attacked by these two. Medicine's getting attacked by the other two, and then Lorian, you're getting attacked by this one. And then this one's going to try to attack Roll Hall. So let's start with Jinyo. You're getting attacked first. Jinyo, you're getting attacked by the Abyssal Wretch. I sent you pictures of what those look like. This is the Abyssal Wretch. This is one is attacking you. I don't know if you're there,
Yeah.
Trigger, but you're getting attacked.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Okay, it's attempting a bite on you. That's a bite for 11. I think your AC's higher than that.
My AC's 17 with the Midnight Powder.
Yeah, so it attempts to bite you, and you definitely move out of the way. Now a main is attacking you. These guys are not too threatening. These are the little fat ones. One that Yvonne dropped on the ground. So yeah, I'm gonna roll for that. It's trying to slash you with its claws. An 8. Wow, it just hits you in your armor. You don't even care. It just slices your armor. Two mains are attacking Medicine. He's got a lot of armor. I don't think these guys have a chance.
21.
This one hits a 20, but it doesn't hit you because you
I
have
got
21.
20.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's probably the best it could have rolled. Both of these attack you. They are pitiful. And then you
That was the
have...
complete opposite of what happened last time when it rolled a 22.
I know. Well, the other thing was a lot more dangerous though. These mains are. So the Chasm is the one that's attacking Rohal. That's going to be an attack of a. We're going to do a regular claw attack. That's a 23. I'm pretty sure that it hits Roosevelt's character. That's 29 slashing damage.
Okay.
Let me check how much HP he even has. He has 42. He just took 29 slashing damage.
Yeah.
So yeah. What did I say? 42? Yeah, he's taking 29. He's got 13 HP left. He got slashed one time. Oh wait a second. He's got haste, so he has a boosted. No, it doesn't matter. The attack was still too high. So he's at 13 HP. He's badly fucking wounded. And then we're having this one attack you, Ev. The Abyssal Wretch is attacking you for 13. I think your AC is higher than that, right?
My AC is 13.
It is 13, so it does hit you then. Okay. So you're taking 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
And now we are moving to... whose turn was it? It was Medicine's turn.
I guess I start just killing these little wretches for now. I don't think I can reach that big one, can I? The flying one.
You can't, but you can definitely attack the smaller ones in front of you.
Yeah, I'll just attack the small ones and
Okay, you can make 2 attacks. Let's see how the first one goes. So you're going to attack the one right in front of you. That definitely hits, and that does 5 damage. You basically smash this thing's entire shoulder in, and it's totally dilapidated now. Are you attacking the same one with the second attack, or the other one with the other attack?
Yeah, I'll do the same one.
Okay, roll again. Ooh. Completely destroy it. Completely destroy it. It's totally crumpled on the ground, destroyed.
Do I still have haste?
You still have what, sorry?
Do I still have haste? Do I get another attack? No?
You already did
Did I
2
hit?
attacks. I think 2 attacks is with the haste, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah. You still have movement that you haven't used yet. If you move, the creature will get attack opportunity on you, but if you don't move, you're in a good spot, to be honest.
I'm probably going to move just round over to this thing, so hopefully it...
That's fine.
Might
The
attack me
main
instead.
tries to attack you, the little one. This one actually does get a 21, believe it or not. The little one that you walked away from. So when you walk away
Yeah.
from things, they get attack of opportunities
Yeah.
on you. Oh, wait a second, but you have haste. How does that work again? Disadvantage? Gosh, I really fucked myself with haste in there. Let's see what haste does. Haste gives you a plus. No, it just gives you the plus.
Okay.
That's all it is. Oh no, you can have the disengage. But you've already used your action for attacking, so you're not using the disengage action. So it's attacking you, and it actually slashes you for 6 damage. I don't know if you've been keeping track of your health, but that's 6 more damage
Yep.
you're taking right now. Jinyo, your play.
So, I am. Did you say the? I'm going to go for the Abyssal Wretch. I think.
Yeah.
With
that was a little-
I'm still
so-
hasted, aren't I?
Yes, you are. You can make 2 attacks on that.
So, if there are no other creatures within 50 feet. Oh no, okay. I can't sneak attack him, can I, with Brackish Audacity? Because there's enemies within. Are they within 5 feet if they're a square away?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I move, he's going to get attack of opportunity, isn't he?
Yeah, all 3 of those. Or 2 of them are. 2 of them are.
Right. Well, I'll just go all in on that one then. So I'll attack him with my infused rapier.
Okay, go for it. Believe it or not, that actually
Cool.
hits. Let me see how much damage that one does. I'll click it for you. 7 damage right off the bat.
Is that with the infuse on it as well? Because it needs at the end of the text next turn.
This creature actually doesn't take additional damage from Radiant. I need to look up what the deal is with Radiant.
This weapon has 4 it's not the Radiant one.
Oh.
Has a reaction. I thought it was, but it's not. I think I might have given that short sword away because it's not in there, and that's the one I had equipped. So, so the weapon has 4 charges immediately. One
Constitution
charge.
saving throw.
Blinded.
Yeah. It is
Okay,
blinded.
so
It is
yeah,
blinded.
nice. And then I'll attack it again with my rapier.
Okay, do it. You slay it. It is sliced down.
Time to be another fucking rat in the maze, eh?
Use your time wisely, Joseph. Use your time wisely. Come on now.
Okay, so I was there ready. So this is the... Okay, so this is... Oh! That's... Fuck. So this was a dead end, right? Yep.
Make another intelligence roll, since it's been a bit. Okay, so where you're supposed to be, that you fucked up before, is you were over here, and for some reason you were like, oh, I've already been here, but you haven't been here before.
Oh, I didn't see this fucking... Okay. It's kind of bummed out that I can't try to pick lock this again. Oh well.
Well, don't fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Don't fuck up, I guess.
That's right. In that room,
Oh.
you see something. Hold here. You see this.
Dracula? What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to get the vibes. Ooh. I really am feeling like a like a
Stop
rat in
there.
the
Stop there. You see this. You're at a stained glass. Make a perception roll.
The blood of the lamb.
It's a good thing you rolled a 16. Because you see that there is a room on the other side of the stained glass.
Is there a way? Is it like a door that I don't have to break it?
You have to break it.
Yep, did you? Wait, what do I have in my thingy? Oh yes, I have a crowbar with me that Rohal conveniently threw at me. Yes, I crowbar the fuck out of this stained glass window.
Everything has a purpose, doesn't it? There's a door here.
Lockpick? Or
Actually, no, that's supposed to be the stained glass. You're fine. But when you enter here, you see art on each of the walls here.
so there's 3 walls, right?
There's 2 pieces of artwork on the wall in front of you.
Okay, that's one. So I'm getting a lot of vampiric stuff. Oh no. Oh no. I just realized that I have walked to my doom. Oh no. I walked into a vampire's resting place, haven't I?
There's a stairwell that goes down.
right here?
Yeah. It's a spiral staircase that goes down.
Okay, I guess I'll go down. I think there was something that I didn't see, but fine, I'll go down. I didn't want to
As
be here.
soon as you go down, you feel your body has been slowed, as if it's a form of paralysis, but you're still able to move.
Arcana roll?
Can everyone see him?
I
Can
can't. Oh.
Can
yeah.
Everyone
I
can see him? Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I did the lighting properly. Oh my, Sid, what have you gotten yourself into?
I wonder what. Yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing this looks like a sarcophagus, yeah?
I removed the music bot so you can focus a little bit.
It was good for me, so.
That is not a sarcophagus, no it's not. But you
Also-
you can't see, even with your goggles of the night, into some of the darkness ahead of you or behind you. But
Like
you do.
into here, or?
No, I'm talking about in the room. That's just the magical light.
So wait, let me understand. So beyond here, there should be stuff that I can't see.
Correct. And this way. You hear something breathing this way, however.
Hello? I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I'm just, I can't even find the words in English.
What is your name?
Would I be afraid of that?
Speak your name.
Joseph?
You have brought me the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box? Do I still see the stairway up? Steve.
You do not. You appear to be in a trance.
Why? Oh, you mean this whole thing?
When you take it
Yeah.
out, the box opens by itself.
Oh, fuck.
And inside, you see a pale, severed hand with 2 rings on it. And the hand elevates by itself
No, what have I done?
and gently floats away from you into the darkness in front of you.
I think I'm frozen in fear, right?
Make a will saving throw.
Yeah.
You're
Joseph is
frozen
scared
in
shitless.
fear.
Where have you come from?
You know, here and there. Not really a certain place, I think. I don't know.
Fought the lycanthropes in Wild.
Could you please say that with... could you say that again, because I didn't make out the words.
He says you fought the lycanthropes in Gryold.
Yes? I think I did something like that. And like his voice is shivering. He's like... Fucking sweat starting to come on his forehead. He's still like grasping the box.
Make a history roll, Joseph.
Oh god. 14.
That's enough. That's barely enough. As soon as this creature mentions the lycanthropes, you know that the lycanthropes and the vampires and vampire, all these things you don't know too much about, they're rivals. This being sees that you brought him something of value and also have fought a common foe. But you also know that you are nothing more than a little rat in a maze to a very, very deadly predator who sees time as endless and
But
has
I can't even see.
infinite patience. The life of a human is a blink in the eye to a vampire lord.
God, one vampire was enough in the other session. Now I have another one in my hands. Yeah, Joseph Sustenser. Yeah, I think I did something like that over there. Yeah. I didn't want to die. And, well, they kind of were on the side of Canada and shit like that. Actually, is it a history roll for me to kind of for you to refresh my memory exactly, like, who the, like, cantrips are? They were on Canada's side, correct?
Why do you fear death?
Well, as a mortal, you die, you die.
I will show you another way.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh boy.
can we cut here?
Something emerges slightly
Oh
from the
no.
shadows, just ever so slightly. Before
Oh no.
the trance turns you into darkness and you can no longer see. And we'll see
Nosferatu.
what happens after we check in on our other adventurers.
Yeah, I need to go change my fucking pants. Be right back.
So, we're going to fast forward to some of this, but first I want to do Lorian's move. Lorian, make a perception roll before you do anything.
Okay.
And let's get some of that cool battle music back in here. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
You might have to adjust the volume, people, just so you know. 6, only a 6. Oh my, oh my. With only a
Told
6, you
you.
only feel shattered porcelain in your pocket or pack, but nothing more than that. From being slammed to the ground and all that.
God damn it. Well, shit. Can I reach in for the jingly thing?
Yeah. You don't even have to roll for that. You realize that Diranor was trying to help you. But you also realize that Ganador is still lurking in his mind, so he can't just outright help you.
Right.
You also genuinely think he really did want the Orb of the Dragonkind, and you really think that he wants to kill dragons. After all, a dragon did kill his child and his wife. The thing is, you don't know why he would want to kill the dragons, because the skulls are going to help the cultists bring Ganador into this world. So, why would he want to do that? You find the hilt to Godsbane hidden within the shards of the porcelain, but also papers that are wrapped around it. Papers that when you unfurl them, you notice that they complete some of the notes that you found in the Belmare estate. It tells you more about the ritual. And I'm going to share those notes with you in Roll20 right now. Let me get them for you. I'll read it aloud. Written in Infernal, but let's just say you use comprehend languages. I'm feeling generous today. And with the 7 dragon skulls having opened the gateway, it is only a matter of time before the being passes through worlds. It is this crucial time when it is between worlds, and only during this time, that the beast is susceptible to harm. For once it has wholly passed through the gateway, it is forever invincible in such a way that no other thing or god can be, whether through avatar or ancient magic. This is why the passing through worlds must be ushered by those champions most devoted and ready to perish for their cause. So you're not a fool. The only way to kill Ganador is to slay him while he is still passing through worlds and vulnerable before he becomes invincible. In other words, you and only you are the only one who knows of this plot right now, and you know that he must complete the ritual to summon Ganador, and you must help to slay Ganador with Godsbane before he becomes invincible and takes over the world.
I glance at that portal.
You
It's a
see,
forge.
you see the portal to the north of you shut down from the damages that the company of the Black Banner are dealing to it. They are adapting quickly. This is not their first time in combat. Many of them have fallen, but the demons are losing because the strongest demons among them are the flying ones. And these soldiers, as I said, have their blood coursing with the drugs. So we're going to speed up the battle a bit.
Okay.
You all prevail in the battle. We're going to deal with the
Okay.
come down effects of the cocaine a little later, the midnight powder. And these soldiers are tending to their own for now. They're not too concerned with all of you.
I'm gonna
But-
turn
so
to.
you have free action now. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn to the party. He gave us the hilt. Diranor gave us the hilt and notes. We have to forge the sword. We have to forge the sword and kill Ganadar as he's passing through before he comes fully into this world. The dragon spell will summon him, but in that time when he's between worlds, he's vulnerable and we can kill him with Godsbane. The forge. The forge is right there through the portal. Should we go?
As you say that, the portal closes.
Fuck!
But you've seen it with your eyes. You've seen the... I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
Just imagine like birds like 2 miles away suddenly flying away, startled as "fuck" echoes
Like one of those
across the
cartoons
grassland.
slowly zooms out, like just us above the field. Birds flying off the planet. I'm going to start looting the if there's any black powder, midnight powder.
Actually, to be honest with you, there's most of the things I can tell you what are on most of these guys because they have a lot of the same stuff that Medicine's character has. There's heavy crossbows galore. There's tons of regular bolts. There is a bunch of black powder actually. Yeah, there's the midnight powder.
That's what I want. As much of it as I can carry.
So I'm gonna do a public roll for you right now actually, and you're gonna get the number of dosages.
Oh.
Fucking hit my uncle with a hammer.
Yeah, we popped off by this
Dude,
cocaine.
I just rolled. I rolled a 1d20 plus 1. You got 17 dosage.
Ooh.
Just put that in your inventory.
I will. 17 doses of Viking cocaine.
Everyone gets 17 doses.
No, I do.
Just
But
him, just him.
you could probably loot for some as well, I always assume.
And you got to realize you're doing this sort of stealthily because they're not gonna take kindly to that. I'll assume you did it. You know, you could have got a lot more if you weren't stealthy
course.
about it. But yeah, you also have a giant undead bird on your hands now, as well.
Am I cool to just go and take?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to think anything different to me, right?
Yeah, but you're also not as stealthy as Jinyo, so I'm gonna roll for you as well. Here we go. So,
Get some more cocaine off of them, boys.
so you get 13 dosages. You can put that in your inventory. Now this stuff is not kind. We're actually gonna start rolling for your coming off effects right now. So let me see. We'll handle that.
How long do the coming off
Housekeeping.
effects last? I didn't really check that before. I just yeeted out my nose.
I have planned so much stuff for this session. We didn't even get to half of it yet. So I'm off the top of my head. I gotta check right now. Let me go pull up my notes.
125 hours if you fail, I will save. Okay, cool.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here it is. So
Con save.
yeah, both of you just make a con save right now. You guys can figure out how to roll that on your character sheet. So the con save are just for 10 rounds. So that's essentially for 1 hour. Because
What is that? Constitution.
So 6 seconds. So 6 seconds.
But under
con
the saving throws.
1 round is 6 seconds. And if there's 10 rounds, that means it's 1 hour because there's 60 seconds. So you both saved. You rolled above a 10, so you're not getting any damage effects from that. However, a day from now, you might have a little bit of that addiction. We're kind of nearing. We are nearing the end of the session. Here's the question for you guys: do you want to push on and do the side quest and prepare it for next session? I'm not saying we'll do it tonight. I'm saying, do you want to move that way? Which way do you want to travel? Is there anything else you guys want to do?
Would I be correct in saying that Rohan needs some help?
Oh yeah, he's fucked up actually. Good call. I think he has some healing as well.
Rohan, yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Joseph. Hold on, let's go.
could you guys follow me up on what happened here?
No, Joseph. There's something else I got to tell you. Oh, they just won the fight and shit, and also found out how to save the world.
Yeah, Durinor helped us to save the world.
These
Nice.
guys are fucking off a bit now, are they?
Yeah, they're kind of fucking off. They're
Alright,
not like
so
they're
I'm
not
gonna-
like your enemy, but they're not your friends either. They're kind of just like dudes.
Pants have been changed. I'm back in. I'm ready in.
I'm gonna
to
go
go
and
back.
facilitate medicine and initiate conversation, like just about the fight and how that was
You
fucking
have to
cool.
call me Dragon.
To call me Nighthawk. Did cocaine and fought some demons, mate.
We've now
Alright.
become best friends.
Yeah.
There's still one or two things I got to show you guys before we wrap up that are very important. But
You're a half orc. People are kind of iffy of your background. I've just left this Black Legion fucking business mod. It's fine.
See, the best thing is you can, because your character's had armor on this whole session, you and a face shield, you can then decide what you look like in your own. So you could just have like, once you take your armor off, you won't be part of the Legion anymore.
No, the armor's fat.
It is bad. So
Then you don't. I
it's
mean,
got a
do you
huge
have?
pod piece on the end of it.
Oh,
let me just go to Joseph real quick. Joseph, you actually wake up in the forest where you guys were taking pisses, and Giva is actually standing over you, carving
So-
something into your chest with a knife.
Oh no! Well, okay. Recap. So, the last thing the vampire-looking motherfucker said to me, "Let me show you an alternate route, yeah, or alternate way."
Mhm.
another way. Yeah.
And now I wake up, and Jiva is doing something into my.
She's carving something into your chest, and you look down at your own chest, and this is what
Tell
you see.
me.
This is the scarring
Oh.
on your chest that she has carved on you.
Oh, tell me, is it night now, or is it like the same time as she went for a
It
piss?
it is nighttime. And
Can I
she
make
says, I have put a seal on you to suppress this evil. I could have killed you, or I could have saved you, Joseph. You are a being of evil now, but I chose not to kill you.
Oh wow.
Excuse-
Okay.
Joseph is there, lying still, looking at you with big old eyes. Excuse me, what?
There are two paths a
Eva?
paladin can take, and one is to kill all evil, or face evil and save what humanity has left in you. And you are half vampire and half human. You are what they call vampire, as long as the seal holds back the evil in you. And so
Joseph's
I'll tell you
mouth-
out of character, a vampire is gonna add new abilities to your character. You are not fully vampire, you're not fully human anymore. And we're going to talk out of character about what abilities you're going to get. I'll just tell you right off the bat, there are some debilitating things. You can no longer go in sunlight, you can no longer cross running water, but you're also going to have some crazy abilities that you can gain through either many days and weeks of vampire meditation and study, or through doing purely evil things. You can unlock the different seals that are on your chest that are suppressing these powers and evil. And that's a whole thing we're going to talk about out of character.
Joseph is just staring at Kiva, mouth open. It just says, "Oh fuck."
Guess you're an islander now, Joseph.
Joseph's
So,
the most
but-
reckless
but-
motherfucker and still
but-
comes out shining.
But tell me, like, I can't go into sunlight, but does clothing protect me? So if I have a big old fucking hat and like coat, everything like skin is away from sunlight, will I still get hurt?
This is something that you will not know yet. We're going to talk about it. And I have to
Okay.
give credit to where credit's due. A lot of this vampire mechanical system is not my work. It's from a previous DM that I have and a friend of mine. I asked him if I can use it and modify it. So he took some of the vanilla vampire stuff that was homebrewed from online. He modified it, and then I'm modifying his work. It's a really cool, really detailed mechanical system that we're going to talk about in the future. But I don't want to hold these guys up. So that's where your journey is going to end for today, Joseph.